You don't want too much light in that chandelier.
No, Bill hates horror movies because his life is a horror movie. Like, if it was nighttime and only those two lights were on, I would be creeped the fuck out right now.
This is definitely the beginning of a horror movie when
Yeah.
they move into the scary house.
Yep. Everything's all right for the first like month and a half.
Yeah.
And then weird shit just starts happening.
Yep. Maggots start coming through the floor.
It's already happened once. You can see by the big crack in the ceiling. Like at one point,
Yeah.
the house opened up and a demon came out.
The crack's just going to keep getting bigger.
So this house was a still, right?
Yeah, man. How do you think I got it?
Yeah, right.
I'm the demon that actually came out of the ceiling.
I know you did. I can
Nice to
imagine
meet
that.
everybody.
It makes perfect sense now.
I'm the ceiling demon.
Furry goat legs.
Also known as the butt demon.
That-
Multiple demon forms that
The
I
BD.
that I there's BDs, there's DDs, there's all the Ds.
Hope there's no VDs. Am I right, guys?
Oh,
come
there's
on.
always VD. At least you earned it when you get VD.
Oh.
You earned it. All right, so let's see. We're gonna pull that down a little bit, just a scooch. All right, and we're live with Rob Maebe. This is Meat Sweats 38.
Yeah.
First time in the new studio / home. That's right, we're in a studio home, everybody. This is a house. It's not a fucking apartment anymore.
Wouldn't call it
we're
a
coming
studio
up.
home.
We're
Yeah.
coming up in the world.
more
Shut
like
the fuck up,
regular
Matt.
size
I worked
home.
really hard for this.
Listen, it's a
goddamn-
great home.
Oh, you're such
I
a
like
son
it.
of a
I love it. I
naysaying
think it's wonderful.
motherfucker, always.
I've said wonderful things. Because
You're closer for me to throw things at. Look.
You're right there. It's not advantageous for me.
The home looks much more like small on the outside, and then you step in and it's fucking massive.
It is. It's got vaulted ceilings because we're ballers.
I feel like it is a demon vortex.
It
It
is
is a demon vortex.
for
It
sure.
definitely
The chandelier only
opens
has
its
2 lights on it.
Demonic hipsters.
It's like when the witch.
That's what it is.
They poison
Demonic
you with
hipsters?
they poison you with hummus flavored apples.
And they've put a glimmer around the house, so it looks like it's this trashy place. And then you walk in, and it's like, this place is fucking huge, man.
Yup.
And they're just floating around going like, I used to haunt this place before. It was cool.
Yeah. Fucking Rob, maybe. I'm so happy we finally have you.
I'm so happy to be here.
Rob has been shrouded in mystery and secrecy
For good reason.
For good reason.
Very
For
good
great
reason.
reason. It's for legal reason.
Trying to keep him safe.
We just I saw him last night and I was like, all right, Rob, since we're in the new spot, we got to have you as the first guest of the Meat Sweats
Oh, I'm so
in
excited.
the new
too.
spot.
I couldn't sleep last night. It was like Christmas.
I mean, he's been wanting to do
really
this.
high.
He would come up to me. Rob was coming up to me for a while and just like making himself seem more and more sad. And I was just like, yeah, this is just because he wants to do the podcast. It's not a cry for help. That's all this is.
It's the worst Make-A-Wish ever.
Can you give a Make-A-Wish back?
Yeah, right. You'd be like, I wasn't.
Can I exchange this? This is a shitty, dumb wish.
I wasn't impressed at all. Just kill me.
Yeah, right. Fuck.
Made a terrible mistake.
I wonder if anyone's ever been like, they're like, what's your one wish, Timmy? And he's like, I don't want to wait the 3 months until I die. Can somebody just take me in the back and shoot me? And they're
Oh
like,
my
I don't know if
God.
we could do that. Like, well, can you have a celebrity do it? And they're like, we can't do that.
Ted Nugent is more than willing to
Yeah.
kill your cancer-ridden child. He's been fucking waiting to do that since he wrote Catch Scratch Fever. The song's actually about killing a kid with cancer.
And the best part is, he'll shoot your kid from a helicopter.
Yeah. Yeah. With a dude named Pig God.
Yeah, big God.
Would you want to do that just to fuck with somebody too? Like make it someone specific who had to kill you, who was like really nice and would really weigh
Find the
deeply in
nice
their
Henry
celebrity.
conscience.
Winkler. Like Henry
Yeah.
Winkler's got to kill you.
Yeah,
think
Henry
that's-
Winkler. But he has to do it as the Fonz.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got to wear the leather jacket.
He's got to wear the leather jacket. After he does it, he's got to go, hey.
He's going to try to elbow you and get you to come back to life. At least once.
One tear falls down his cheek.
You have like some sad 80s-esque clarinet that's like over-synthesized, playing in the background, just taps.
Yeah.
And no, that's the
And then
song.
just have
That's
closing
not taps at
credits.
all.
That's not taps. That was the song from Jurassic Park, I'm pretty sure. Dun, 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 dun.
Oh, that song goes good as background music to anything.
It
though.
really does. I mean, if you just want to be kind of sappy about stuff, like little Jurassic Park song in the background,
Oh,
that's some
yeah.
good shit right
Like
there.
Henry Winkler killing your child just with that music in the background.
Or the Hulk walking away music.
And if
Yeah.
Jeff Goldblum walks
Sad
in
Hulk.
and says life finds a way at the end, I'll be very happy about that as well.
Dude,
That'd be great. And then you like come back as a zombie because Jeff Goldblum's powers.
Exactly.
He has powers.
He does.
He has to have something.
He has to have something.
I like to think that
You're
he's
not
like
that
the girls
ugly.
from The Craft, and he just glimmers. And that's why he's so popular, because he's put a spell on us all.
Yeah. Listen,
I mean, you're not
I'm
that
under a
ugly and
spell.
not have a secret power that is making you get work in Hollywood.
Yeah. How are you that ugly, but you also stuttered? Or not even stutter. It's like full conversation chunk stutters where he just repeats himself repeatedly. Like,
yeah.
You know, the Jeff Goldblum.
Yeah.
But everybody loves him.
Everybody
I mean,
loves him.
it's just it's like Woody. It's like Woody Allen. Like how do you love Woody Allen? You ever heard that guy talk? It's lucky he knows how to communicate with words.
Yeah. It's like he can write things
Have
down.
you ever seen that guy around kids too? I mean, that's
Just keep him away.
Only
from
his
the-
own.
Only
Only his
only his
stepkids.
own.
only
Asian.
his children. Your children are fine around him.
Yeah.
It's just his own kids.
Yeah, don't let him adopt anymore because he doesn't need any more wives. Polygamy's illegal in this country. God damn it, for a reason. I hate
Then he
that.
played the long game, though, didn't he? He's like, I'm going to adopt this girl.
He
and
did.
She's like
He
11
did.
years old.
But he
And then
like
two
it
more
wasn't
days till
as
she's
long
18.
of a game
man.
as it should have been.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? Like he should have kept it in the oven a little longer.
At what point did he fall romantically in love
I
with
don't-
his daughter?
right away.
16, probably. That's what I'm guessing.
When she started developing a
And
little bit.
she started popping up on like pictures of him just going to like premieres and stuff. Well,
She
before
still
it was
looks
oh,
like
he had
a-
a daughter.
she still
and now
looks
it's
like a
she's
boy,
there.
though.
Yeah.
That's what I was gonna say. It's not like she really developed at all. Like
No, I think it was right away, and then he just waited until
I
it was
think he-
culturally acceptable.
I think
When
he
he picked
realized
her, he was like, "Yep."
he went
I
and
think
bought
he
her
realized
from Thailand.
Yeah, you'll look like a child forever. So you're perfect for me.
It's like buying a dog that's a forever puppy.
Yep.
You know, like getting one of those palm skis. It's like a husky that's like mixed with a Pomeranian, so
Yeah.
it's constantly a husky puppy.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
you
the
think-
same thing you did. That's what Asian people are. They're forever children.
I mean, I don't.
Yeah,
That's actually the,
I mean,
the Chinese
It's what
motto
midgets
is
are.
forever children.
Forever children.
no,
As long as they're boys.
sorry, little people, LPs.
Dude, I think you get a pass. I think you can say that.
Why? Because I'm 5'4"?
Yeah,
no,
you're almost
I'm
there.
still there.
4'11".
I am there, Andre the Giant.
Yeah. You're saying they all look up at you.
Yeah, they do. It's
Really
really
have
nice.
to.
I mean,
love
imagine
going-
how they feel around a real tall person.
Oh God, I couldn't. Actually,
How do you feel?
I feel like I don't know. It's always a weird thing. I feel like I'm not around something of my same species when they're like double my size.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've met a couple dudes that were just monstrous, like
6'7", 6'8".
like
Yeah.
no, like 7 foot.
Really?
Like there's this dude back home. He had like some form of gigantism, and he was so fucking massive. It was scary. This man was just powerfully big, and he wore at least a size 17 shoe. His shoe was like this long, like it was at least it was over 1.5 feet.
Yeah.
It was
crazy.
insanely scary.
Shaq feet.
And he would come in and he would have to duck under everything. And he looked like he was just in so much pain to move. I felt bad for the guy.
Oh man,
You know?
Did you see that? There's like a over 7'6" high school player up in like Michigan or something, and it's this
Jesus.
super lanky white kid.
Ugh.
Like, he's just all
gigantism.
fucking arms.
He
and
just stands
bones.
right next to the hoop.
Yeah,
I'm sure they
Yeah.
don't even like. And then the parents, you know, they're just like, "Well, he's having a great time in basketball.
Well, they
so
bought
we're just
him a
gonna take him
car.
off the. We're just gonna take him off the
The medication.
medication
Yeah.
because he seems to be crushing
Yeah.
it."
They bought him a fucking car.
I think I
And
saw
the picture
YouTube
of him
video.
trying
He's
to
like
get in this
bended,
fucking car.
like all fucked up.
He's
What kind
like
of car was
folded.
it?
It was like a little Honda Civic.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
Dude,
He's so gangly.
Oh,
the
God.
fucking tallest guy in the world, that just passed, who was like 8'1" or something like
Yeah.
that.
Oh.
He was in like a Marilyn Manson video. He's all like, "Arr," you know, like he
Okay.
looks like a monster, but like he's passed away, so I don't, you know.
You
I'm
can
not
call
gonna
him a
hurt-
monster.
I'm not
He's
gonna hurt his
dead.
feelings
Yeah.
now. But I watched like a documentary on him. He used to have to wear this like back brace, like when you lift weights, that had a piece of wood that went
Yeah.
up the back because his back would start to hurt because it was so long.
Holy
after a
shit.
while,
I'm sure,
to, like,
dude.
Hold him up, like almost like a corset.
Yeah.
Wow.
Because he was like, if not, like I
He's
can only
literally a
work half day, and then I
skyscraper
have
of
to
a
lay
human
down.
being. You would assume he'd need some gussets
Yeah.
that didn't come standard from the factory.
Yeah, he had to get some add-ons.
Man. It's
Do you
cra-
imagine?
I'm just thinking of like someone that tall, and if they were able to actually like bulk out and
Yeah.
get ripped,
Get that tall and also
be
like,
like-
buff
you
as
know what I
fuck.
mean?
To
Like,
be like the literal giant version of Hapthorne Bjornsson.
Yeah,
yeah,
like,
it'd be,
like the
they'd
Super
be like
Rock.
fucking
Yeah.
Juggernaut.
Yeah.
They'd be like fucking Juggernaut.
Well,
Like, they would be
Hapthorn's
insane.
like what, 6'8"?
He's 6'8".
He's 6'8".
Yeah.
Imagine if he was 8 feet tall and as big as he is, like proportionally.
He'd be
still.
a freak monster.
Oh, he's already
It
a
would be
freak
ridiculous.
monster.
It would be something from a fucking comic book.
Yeah.
It would be so cool.
I think it's going to happen in the next
Science.
few years.
Science.
Yeah.
Do us all a favor. Get on this shit. I need to see giant freak fucking people in the
I'm
world.
ready.
I agree. I agree.
I'm ready,
Ready.
for some science experiments
I'm
gone
ready.
wrong.
No, I want him to go right. And I want.
Well, we need supervillains first.
Dude,
That's how it always starts.
It
You need a
is.
supervillain
It is.
before
A superhero, because
yeah.
somebody has to stand up to him.
Exactly.
The DNA stuff they're doing lately, where they with CRISPR and stuff, where you can actually change the DNA before the baby's born.
Yeah.
You're gonna see kids with like massive fists. It's like, yeah, no, he's only 6'1", but his fists are 4 foot wide for some reason, and that's
just
the first
walking around with
supervillain.
manhole covers for hands.
He just drags them behind him.
Oh my god!
God, I'm so
You
excited.
guys just basically described the plot, the premise of a new like superhero manga called My Hero Academia.
Oh,
Yeah.
really? I think we just described the premise for pretty much just every.
Pretty much every superhero,
superhero,
manga,
sci-fi,
just
fantasy.
universe where people get
Yeah.
special powers, and it's always a baddie that starts everybody off on the path of justice.
Gotta have
Yep,
the bad
it's always
guy.
got to be a bad guy. The
Yeah,
bad guy
because
starts it.
everybody else is just like, well, this is cool, but I mean, whatever. And then there's always the bad guy who's like, no, I'm gonna fuck shit up with this.
Yeah.
And then a good guy's like, well, I guess I got to fucking take care of this.
Yeah.
Like, I think that's where it comes from. Like, I think deep down it's because human nature is like, I don't want to do something unless I have to. Pretty much. And then it's like, fuck, I have to now.
It's the call to action.
Yeah,
Yep.
call to action, exactly. It's the hero's
Call to
quest.
action.
Yep.
Like, there's a supervillain, and he's not even that. He's like, oh, I just break people's car windows, but I do it so much, I'm a supervillain now. And then some guy's like, well, I can shoot lasers out of my eyes. I probably have
He's
to fucking deal with it.
he's single-handedly bankrupt Safe Light like 8 times.
He goes by the name Safe Fright.
Oh shit.
He even breaks out the guys who fix the auto glass windows. That's how hard he is. He's breaking out everybody's windows, even the repairman's.
And then some dude with just fucking all the best powers in the world, like, I got to deal with this. He's just like, I can shoot lasers out of my eyes and then freeze him and then turn him back to his child form.
Well, that's just he just becomes the new like auto glass repairman because he's got the laser eyes and he just remelts the glass.
But then what happens is after that first villain goes away, a stronger villain comes in.
Yeah.
And then finally the supervillain dies. It
Yeah,
just
we
keeps
should
repeating
definitely-
that pattern forever. until
We
the
should
supervillain
definitely go
dies.
see a superhero movie today.
I think so.
No,
I think
definitely.
so. It's on my brain.
Deadpool 2 is happening today.
It's so good.
And
beautiful.
Deadpool is my favorite one because he's not a superhero. He's
Yeah.
like Deadpool is like he hates everything and everybody, but he just kind of winds up like having to do the right thing because
Just
it
can't
works
die.
out.
It's
And
the
he
most
can't die.
relatable thing. Because
Yeah.
you're just like, I don't want to do anything, but I got to.
Yeah,
Like,
that's so relatable for me. Like,
me too.
because I never want to do jack shit.
The most
Not a goddamn
relatable,
thing.
Me
the most
Getting out of bed.
relatable part of Deadpool for me is that he likes chimichangas.
yeah. No,
You
I
like
can
chi-
see
you
that.
big
I can see
chimmy
that
guy?
on you.
Because I also like chimichangas a lot.
Big chimmy fan.
Yeah, I'm a big fan.
Do you remember
chimichangas.
getting those bags of like 10 chimichangas?
Fuck those.
Yeah.
I'm
And
talking
they
about
were
a
not- and
chimichanga.
there was
that
nothing
That's
is-
like a real
chimmy.
chimichanga.
There was nothing
deep
chimmy in
fried.
that changa.
Nope.
No
It was
chimmy
all
in that
fried
changa.
from
All changa,
Filiberto's.
no chimmy.
with the guac, sour cream.
I'm getting hungry.
I do like some guac and sour cream. I
Me
like
too.
their little deep fried rolled tacos. Not to change the subject from Deadpool, but to change the subject from Deadpool onto like really shitty food that I like to eat. Their rolled deep fried tacos.
Yeah.
Those are so fucking good. Just smothered in guac and cheese
delicious.
and just badness.
Dude, I had a Oreo not Oreo chimichanga, Oreo
gonna say, what the fuck you just
churro
Ooh.
Oreo churro.
for breakfast yesterday morning.
You
Like it
got,
was just sitting on my nightstand from the night before, and I'd never had one. It was fucking amazing from Filiberto's.
So is it Oreo like on the outside?
Yeah, it's like chocolate churro on the outside, and the inside it's filled with Oreo filling.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Filiberto's. You need to like just start like outsourcing your development department to other fast food chains. So
Yeah.
you're doing amazing things to the world. Sponsor the sweat, please.
Yeah, please do.
Please
If we can
sponsor
just
the sweat.
get carne asada fries delivered. while
Also,
we're on
this
the
this podcast, shameless plug, is brought to you by Timeless because this is what we've all been smoking as we're doing this podcast,
Yeah.
allegedly.
Haterade.
Lemon Faderade, actually.
Faderade.
Are we gonna just keep plugging the
We're going
things
to
we
keep
have
plugging
around us?
Timeless until they give me free shit.
Also, this podcast is brought to you by Smart Water.
This
when
podcast
you're
is
wanting
not
some
brought to you by
water.
Bud Light. This is just what Pop bring because he couldn't find any PBR, apparently.
I brought it for Rob, maybe.
We're also sponsored by Bang. Get yourself a Bang.
American Spirit cigarettes.
Start
Big fan
banging.
of those.
Also, heavy ass knife pens.
We like
sponsored by
knife
heavy ass
pens.
knife pens.
Definitely sponsored by Knife Pens.
Me and Bill are making footsies
Yep.
underneath the table.
Ooh.
I'm
Nice.
not opposed to it, honestly.
It's
How
very
dare you
nice.
guys? Me and Rocco are making footsies under the table, so he's on my feet because he loves me.
Yeah, he does love you.
Look at him. He's just down there dead to the world. We gotta. I mean, it's important to always have him in the episode. You
Yeah.
know, he's always got to be a part of it.
His presence is felt.
He's always a part of the episode in some way. Whether it's like he'll like walk up to the window and just start crying at black people that walk by because he's a racist, and we don't condone when he
He's a
does
pit
that.
bull.
No.
All pit bulls are racist.
I mean, it's just because we determined that pit bulls are racist because black people are all terrified of dogs, and they fucking like just put out that fear emotion right away, and that's why dogs don't like them.
I like that you're trying to prove how pit bulls aren't actually racist. It's just off the fear by making up a new racial stereotype about black people. You know they're afraid. All black people are afraid of dogs, right? You know that. You know that, right?
I rarely have seen a black person that is not afraid of a dog.
I also just want to call in
Are you
to
sicking your dog on them? No.
I just
Never
wa-
ever.
I just want to call to attention the victim shaming that just happened
Yeah.
on Bill's part.
I'm victim shaming. Who
Oh,
am I
yeah, you
victim
are.
shaming?
Absolutely, you're
Who
victim
am I
shaming.
victim shaming?
You're victim shaming these poor people who are afraid of these dogs.
Yeah.
And
mean,
it's their fault.
it's their fault.
It isn't their fault.
It's their fault.
But it is their fault.
It's their fault that your racist dog hates them.
It's not. He's not racist.
I'm pretty sure that's how slavery started.
It's
but-
not.
He doesn't
It's
hate
not
them.
how
He hates
slavery
the
started.
fear they
There was
exude
no boats
while I'm
involved
growling
in
at
my
them.
story.
It started with pit bulls.
There was no boats involved.
There was pit bulls, and then people who were afraid of the pit bulls, and then someone was said, "You're just afraid of the pit bull, and it's your fault." Now we're sending you somewhere else to
Yeah.
go raise some sugar cane for us.
You know where they don't have pit bulls? In America. You know where else they don't have pit bulls? Anywhere where you're going to be free. So here we go.
Turns out they just bought pit bulls to guard them on the field. They didn't even know.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, you
That's not what
racist.
they were used for.
Bill.
How dare you?
Victim shaming
Jesus
racist.
Christ.
I am
New
not-
house, new
God
rules.
damn it.
Super PC now.
God
That's
damn
all
it.
we're doing.
God damn it.
When are the nooses going up on the wall, Bill?
They're gonna go up when I put you in one.
I
I
heard
need to
you.
find.
That's
I
gonna-
need to
you're gonna
find
find
a
a
couple
stud.
more people to
You're gonna
lift
have to
your
find a
fucking
stud.
ass.
You're gonna need a girder
Need to
for
get a
that.
fucking crane in here.
Yeah, absolutely.
One of those goof pickers. You ever
Make
seen
sure
a goof picker?
Make sure it's a big.
You know what a
one.
goof picker
No,
is?
what is a goof
goof
picker?
picker.
A goof picker is what you use to pick a goof out of a wheelchair.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
I was watching Bill's face the whole time he was about to describe it. I was like, where's he going to crack? But he got all the way through it. Good for you.
I was expecting this to be like some kind of truck or something. Like I've seen a goof picker before. Like we're just
it
not
is
calling
some
it the
type of
same thing because
trucker.
we're from different parts of the country.
They're doing construction down the street. They got 2 goof pickers. I saw them.
They got a gang of goof pickers.
Like,
over
oh, you drove by the disabled hospital.
there. Yep. That's what you do.
Goof
You-
picker.
you use
Do you need a
goof picker
special
to-
license to drive a goof picker?
Nah, they let anybody
It's not like a
do it.
bobcat?
They let anybody do it who's got a strong back
Can
and a
I
weak
put
mind.
Can I put that as a certification on my resume? Like,
They would let other goofs do it if the other goofs were coordinated.
a certified goof picker.
It sounds like a fun amusement park ride.
It's not. It's not. There's always poop at the end.
There's just shitty diapers all over the place.
That's all you have at the end of that ride.
That's
Well,
how they test their skills. They can pick them up and get them out of the diaper at the same time.
like, you know, when you get off a water slide and then you're left with the tube and then you have to go put the tube back in an organized location. Like, it's the same thing on this ride except for with diapers that are full of shit.
So we've got an end to black people are afraid of dogs.
Yeah.
We've talked about the goof troop.
Yeah.
This
Goof
started
pickers.
off great.
I mean, that's a sweat, man. It's uncomfortable.
It's weird.
Can we
weird.
talk about this?
What?
New house, New location.
Let's talk about it.
This might be your perfect neighborhood. I'm pretty sure somebody converted an old church into a CrossFit gym.
There's an old church that's been converted into a. Here's a couple things that have happened. In
I
this
walked in. I
neighborhood
was like,
since we live
CrossFit
here.
people are getting fucking serious about this shit.
Where's the
Yeah.
CrossFit?
It's
gym?
in the church. There's a church at the
It's
end of this
literally a
block.
church, and now it's a CrossFit.
No
gym.
shit.
They still have a
Church
fucking
at the-
bell.
Yeah.
What they're gonna put in the
God.
workout of the day, I'm sure. Like run up these steps and ring that fucking bell.
These Mexicans are gonna kill all of you, motherfuckers. They're gonna come after you.
This is the
with
first
fucking
time
torches and shit.
gentrification is not gonna work. I'm gonna be
All right.
right there with them.
So here we go. A couple of the weird things that I've seen since I've lived here.
Yeah.
One, grown man windsurfing on a longboard through the streets.
Oh man.
Windsurfing on a longboard.
Windsurfing on a longboard. Had the sail, the whole bit.
You know, there's a rule that you're supposed to throw a brick at his head. Right?
Yeah.
I really
That's a
wanted-
city ordinance.
You didn't get the alert. Normally they send them out
by
like
the
Amber
way,
alerts.
by the way, motherfucker, definitely white. Like,
Yeah, did he
Oh,
have
yeah.
a fucking? Did he have a fucking man bun?
I think you had it down.
Yeah. He had a,
You didn't have it
crimp
up.
in the hair where it's
You
normally
didn't
up.
have it up. Hey, I'm getting dangerously close to man bun
Don't do it.
territory.
Don't
Oh
do it. I
no,
will
I'm
fucking
definitely
murder
gonna
you.
put my hair up when I can because it's hot. Like I understand the necessity to put your hair up when it's long. I get it. Second weird thing that I personally saw when I was downtown, it's not really weird, and it more or less is just really nice, is we have an elote man. And
Yeah.
I've never had an elote man before, and I cherish
Matt, you look
we have-
confused.
Elote corn.
Yeah.
the
So he
elote
walks
man,
around with
Corn with
the
mayo
corn.
He
on it and
doesn't
stuff.
walk.
He pushes a little cart.
He doesn't push it. It's like a bicycle.
Oh, really?
Okay.
My
Yeah,
elote man
mine-
always pushed a cart, and it just had bells that would move because he was pushing it, and that's
No,
how you
my
knew.
elote man's gangster, and he's got a 10-speed attached to that cart. Like, and
What's he charge for weed, though?
I don't know. I haven't picked up from him.
What are the Coke prices?
I don't know. But his elote is like $2, and it's really good.
Yeah.
So shout out to my elote man. There's actually
know
two
his
of
name?
them. No, I don't.
Why?
I
Because he's
haven't-
afraid of dogs naturally?
No, I haven't. No, he's Mexican. He's cool with them. They fight him.
So did Michael Vick, though.
I mean,
Your theory is
those are
influence.
the only black people that are. That's how you know if a black person fights dogs is if they're cool with dogs.
Oh shit!
I knew we were going to get into a weird thing as soon as you said those are the only black people.
That's the shittiest thing I've ever said in my life. I think.
There's never been a non-racist statement that started. Those are the only black people. Like you were like, those are the only. I was like, here we go. Here it comes. Here's racism.
Oh yeah.
right in
No,
your
that's
face.
how it's done. Everybody.
Your North Dakota is showing.
Yeah. Yeah. We
But yeah,
talked about that.
I'm so glad I'm on.
So I have the. Feel good about your decisions now, Rob.
Yeah, I haven't felt good about a decision in the last 4 years, honestly.
So, and then the last weird thing, I didn't personally witness this, but it's something that happened in the neighborhood, and Alice witnessed it. Alice is my roommate / she's an associate producer of the podcast. Before I tell this, hold on one sec.
On some
All
magnitude
right.
shit.
God damn it. Technical
said
difficulties can
goddamn.
suck my
I
dick
said,
hole.
God damn it.
I said goddamn. So anyway, back to the story of Alice and the weirdest thing that has happened here.
Third weirdest.
This is the most weird.
Oh,
It's
okay.
the most
I
weird,
went-
but the
saved it
third
for
thing
last.
he told
It's
us.
I saved the weirdest for last.
This Bill's a real showman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know how to build. It's the first thing. It's one of the first things you learn. You know. Anyway, you shouldn't be this wordy
Pop,
though.
pop.
Just anybody that pop shouldn't be this
pop.
wordy. Anyway, Alice is like the first couple nights she got into the place. It was like she was like sketched to smoke in here, and I said don't smoke in here while Kristen's still kind of doing the remodeling and whatever.
Yeah.
So her and her friend Eloy are out in the car smoking. And they both wear glasses. Eloy doesn't have any glasses on, so he can't really see. And there's this dude that Alice sees like walking through the street.
Okay.
And she's like, he's got something on his head. And so he had underwear on his head and then was completely naked the rest of his body. Like nothing else on. Don't even think homeboy had shoes on.
No
right?
shoes on?
No shoes. Just fucking underwear on his head and fucking stark ass naked the rest of him. And apparently he walked up to the corner of the my other roommate Brian's van and kind of leaned against the corner of the van. And then as he was leaning at the corner of the van, I don't know if he saw Alice or not. And she could probably... Alice! Hey, Alice, come out here. We're getting a
first-hand opinion.
first-hand recounting. She'll fucking. I don't think she
he
can
leaned
hear me.
against the van.
So he leaned against the van.
Underwear on his head. Nothing
Underwear
else
on his hand. Had
clothes.
nothing else on.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if he saw her or not, but she said he like kind of looked at her.
Yeah.
And he just started tugging it.
Oh.
He started jerking off on the corner, like at the corner of the van, like and she
Tell
said,
Alice I apologize
and-
for that.
Yeah.
Eloy,
you do what
Eloy,
you do sometimes. Yeah.
Listen,
couldn't
sometimes I
see
get
it.
fucked up, man.
You gotta christen the new house. You know, like,
Eloy told me he's like I couldn't tell he was jerking off because he wasn't like arm motioning, and Alice said he was finger childing it out.
Ah.
He was giving himself the worry rock.
yeah, he was playing the
worry
Super
stoning
Nintendo.
it. Yeah, exactly. He was button mashing, and that's
I wish I could come up. He was texting his neighbors. You know what I mean?
Saying,
Say,
hey, I'm by
keep
your
it-
van jerking off.
Say, keep it down. You're too loud tonight.
So and apparently he just and then so she's telling me this, and then at one point she just goes, she looks down, and then she goes, he came everywhere.
Dude.
So yeah, come on, Brian. It's Brian refuses to believe that it was on his van. I am 100%.
Well, what would you do? What would you do in that situation?
Wipe it down.
I'd have gacked it right.
It's
there.
gonna ruin the paint.
Well, no,
You
you
gotta
are
fucking wipe it down.
you are gonna go wash your van, but you're not
Yeah.
gonna admit to yourself.
Yeah, in your mind, you're like, I'm just doing it because it hasn't had a good wash in a few weeks.
Yeah. Like I noticed some dirt building up on
Yeah.
the side. I just want to make sure this
On
thing
the
stays
opposite
clean.
side,
Definitely had come on his van.
Nothing on that side.
That just I want to know how many people came on that sexy Kia out front. That's all I want to know.
I did
Beautiful
before I
little
got
Ko-
here. What
my
I had to
beautiful
wait
took a
little
shit
Ko-
on it.
My
Does that
beautiful little
count?
Korean princess,
Pooped all over it.
aka my Kia Optima.
Your Princess Mononoke.
Yeah.
When the fucking story about Alice reminds me of a few weeks ago when we were at Catalina's, and you were telling the Franz Ferdinand story, and that homeless guy was on the other side of the fence.
Oh my
And he was
God.
just literally. Bill's telling a story, and the guy's just going, yeah, that was good. Yeah, let's do that. Okay. And then I look down, and the dude's just fucking jerking away.
Was he jerking
Yeah.
off?
Yeah, and fucking
He was jerking off?
Yeah, okay. So, Matt, you're the best part of this whole story. So somebody else that was at the table goes, he looked, we make eye contact, and then he fucking head nods over to the guy, and then he makes a jerk motion. Then I notice he's smoking with one hand, his other hand's underneath the fence and moving back and forth super fucking hard. So then Matt walks up during that time, and the guy goes over and starts talking to him. He was following you in, like talking to you about something. And I was like, holy shit, I think he's gonna jerk off on Matt. And you were trying to avoid
I wish I
eye
would've
contact
known.
that you didn't know he was just jerking off while
I
he
was
was
just trying
talking
to avoid
you.
eye contact with that guy because he looked like he smelled really bad.
He did.
I was standing there and I did the fucked up thing where it was like he was searching through for butts.
Yeah.
And I was like, if I just give him a cigarette,
He'll leave us alone.
he knows the fucking code.
Yeah,
the
but
code
he
is
did
here's
not.
the smoke to get the fuck out of here. But whatever he was fucked up on, he stayed there and talked. So I just turned. I was standing there the whole fucking time.
Yeah.
and I just turned around so I wouldn't have to look at him. And he was fucking jerking off
jerking
on my
off.
That's
back.
what he was jerking
Fucking
off to.
jerking
You
off.
turned your back to him, showed him that big old behind us of yours.
I don't feel safe
And you gave
anymore.
him an after jerk cigarette, so he could be like, all right, as soon as I fucking finish this, I'm gonna smoke this.
I feel
he
so
was doing-
used.
He was doing them both at the same
I
time.
feel
He
so
was.
used.
That's what he was doing when you were telling the story. He was jerking off and smoking. I was like, that guy's living a fucking life.
best
guy,
life ever.
Yeah, still
I
living his
love
best
you know me.
life.
I love to smoke. There's been a few girls where I'm like, can we have sex and smoke? The fucking chick that used to like me to put cigarettes out on her.
Oh,
Yeah, it was.
he's mad at me for racism. He's putting out cigarettes.
She
on
asked me to
girls.
do it. There's a difference. Nobody asked you to be racist.
There's still a difference.
Pretty sure Rocco asked.
Well, because he knows the fear, you know. So she would be like, "Hey, can you put them out on me?" And in my head, I was like, "That just means I get to smoke and fuck at the same time." And I was like, "And that's a dream. If we can include a sandwich in this, I'd be fucking great."
Where would you put a cigarette out? Like on her arm or
ass,
what?
mostly.
On her
Right to
ass?
Yeah, while I was fucking her from behind.
Did she
also-
did she have a lot of scars there before?
No. Oh, I was the first one. She
You were the
also
first
liked when I
one.
carved my initials into her. We used like an X-Acto knife.
Yeah.
I did
God.
that. I did that
So
one time.
you were part of this chick's breakdown. is
And
what
the-
you're
the-
telling me.
What drugs were you guys doing
Nothing.
at the time?
She was a recovering addict. We didn't do.
Okay.
I drank.
That
beer
was
and
her new
shit.
addict.
That was
Yeah.
that
was
she
her
liked
new
the pain.
addiction. It was
But-
the pain.
But still there. If I can talk to her about it a few weeks ago, and this was from like years and years ago.
Yeah.
It's fucking, she has scars with my initials. Wow. And a tattoo of my initials on her ribs, but that's a different story.
Oh my.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
You just get involved with like these
The craziest.
fatal attraction women that just are fucking. They're evil. I could bet you have some of the best sex in the world, though.
Oh, it's amazing. Fucking
Yeah.
But it's also like
I envision Rob. I've never seen Rob Mabe's bedroom, but I always envisioned it to have a sex swing in it.
I fuck like a
You know?
champion.
Like he's got implements. He's got like one of those liberator chairs for his bed.
I worked at
Little
Fascinations
triangle
for
wedge.
2 years.
I'm sure
so
you did,
I had a
motherfucker.
bunch of that shit.
You
But
look like a dildo salesman.
I lost it all. I lost it all in the fucking divorce. I do look like a dildo. I'm
Sir,
like, use
can I
this
interest-
one. You can sync it with
Especially
your
with the
iPod.
glasses.
Can I interest you in a ball spreader today?
What is a ball spread?
I mean, you worked at
I've been in some
Fascinations,
weird
dog,
shit,
you
but I've
tell us.
never been like, you know what I would like tonight to get my ball spread.
I really need a ball spreader tonight.
I want to get the wrinkles out. I just need something to stretch so I can iron.
Oh my god! Can you imagine someone ironing their nuts? There's a guy out there that does that.
Oh,
his
for
keep.
sure.
Definitely.
Dude, there's a guy I'm sure that like shaved his ball hair so it's just a mohawk around the center of the balls leading to the taint. Like, I just see that. He calls it the hedgehog, the Sonic.
I mean, if your balls are that furry where that looks right, then Jesus Christ, you better be doing it.
I'm a hairy dude. I'm a hairy dude.
Are you really that furry though?
Super fucking furry.
I mean, you're not showing me much fur right
Yeah,
there.
I don't see much there.
I mean, okay, there you go. I
Oh,
mean,
yeah, that's better.
that's still not going to make a good mohawk.
The balls,
Like,
they
imagine
get to be
like
much.
Matt's beard hair, but then on your.
Matt, you're the only dude that has a great beard that takes. You look like you take care of it, but it still looks like it would hurt. Like most dudes that like take care of their beard, they
Yeah.
put like oils. It's all soft and shit. Yours literally looks like it'd just be a Brillo pad.
Mine, I haven't put anything in it today.
Yeah?
There's no
No
oil
product?
in it. Yeah.
There's no product?
There's no product in
Haven't
it.
put
It needs
any-
to be trimmed too.
I
That's
need to
the
put
thing.
some product in my beard. It's been very dry, and then it's dusty in here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One other thing that happened that was like a recent like garbage moment in my life is I forgot to switch the water into my name quick enough.
So you had no water for like 2 days?
No, I have no water right now.
Right now?
Yeah, right now.
Oh man,
There's
you
no
should have
water
told me
here.
that before I ate before I got here.
Don't worry. If you
Things are
poop,
getting weird.
If you poop, I will make you flush the toilet with 2 buckets full of water.
No, you will not.
I will too. You poop in my house, you got to go pitch the water out of this fucking swimming pool in the back, boy.
You're like we have a full.
I was wondering what the pool was, and it all makes perfect sense
That's why
now.
we
It's
have
to
the
flush
pool
the
full.
toilet.
It's to
Yeah.
flush the toilet.
We have full internet service. We have a fucking podcast studio, but you got to use the outhouse if you want to shit.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. We got all the other technology besides running water.
This shit doesn't phase me at all because this shit
no
was.
expense on the internet.
Yeah, you have to. Some things are important.
You have to have that high speed.
We get the highest speed that they had.
You're talking about your hipster ass neighborhood, and I live in a hipster ass neighborhood, and I saw the craziest shit the other day. It was a guy riding an old time bicycle, you know, the big wheel in front,
Yeah,
small
yeah,
wheel
yeah.
in the back,
Bicentennial bicycle?
Yeah.
Yeah.
wearing a Chewbacca mask.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Fuck that,
You
man.
should have
Yeah.
ran out with a big
Yeah.
piece of rebar and just thrown it into that oversized spoke.
I tried
and
to
just
get, like-
watched him die.
Some people try way too hard to be
Oh,
interesting.
and
And
like
they really do.
yeah,
It's like,
like-
oh, I need to do all this shit to make myself cool. Like,
And it was
like,
obvious what he was doing because he was like staring at people so like they could take his picture and shit. So everyone could be like, "Look at the kooky guy on Gilbert."
I'm sure he was at his house going like Chewbacca mask or Deadpool mask. Which one should I wear? Which one's going to get the bigger reaction? Let me just Google it real quick. Oh, the Solo movie comes out in 2 days. I'm going to wear the Chewbacca mask. Like,
Yeah, he fucking
I
tested
hate
it,
people
yeah.
like that.
actually, I kind of want to see the Solo movie.
Me
I'm
too.
not gonna
Well,
lie.
I'm a huge. I love Donald Glover, and he's playing
did too.
fucking
Is he
Lando.
really?
He's playing
Oh,
Lando
that'd
in
be
the
great.
fucking
That'd
movie.
be a great role.
Yeah.
Donald Glover is Lando Calrissian. That's
Yep.
a fucking monster cast. I
Dude, that's
love
fucking
that.
awesome.
That's really cool. I like that a lot, actually.
I like it too.
I want to see Solo too.
I want to see Solo, but I really want to see Deadpool too, man. I haven't seen it yet, and I feel like I'm missing out.
Me and Matt saw it, and we both wanted to spoil it completely for you just because so many awesome things, but we're not going to do it.
I'm
You
not
guys
going
are
to tell you
beautiful
anything.
people. You guys are nice that you're not spoiling. I honestly though, I'm not one of the people that gives a fuck about spoilers.
Yeah,
Like I can't. You can't be.
it's just
Not,
2018.
not in the day and age, unless you want to just
Like-
take a week off from all your friends.
Yeah,
You're
like,
bound to run into it on some form of
Don't
the
be
internet.
one of these little like weak ass. Oh, you spoiled me. Oh, I'm mad now. I'm not going to talk to you.
Dude, fucking.
Fuck.
if
loser.
no, like if you go and fucking say in front of somebody like the very like first week that a movie comes out and tell them all the fucking plot twists unwillingly.
Yeah.
Like you're a dick.
You're a dickhead.
No, you're a
You're a
dick.
dick.
You're a dick then. But
if two
you're like
friends are
this
talking
guy-
about it
Yeah.
and
You
somebody
walk
goes
away.
like,
Yeah.
what the fuck, man? You go like, sorry, dude, it's been out a week. You
No, you-
should have saw it.
You walk away. You be like, I'm removing myself.
Yeah.
This is where you take responsibility for your life, people.
Yeah.
Or if you see like
you only have yourself to blame.
exactly.
That's what it comes
well,
down
here's
to.
what it is.
I'm
too. If
victim
there's like
shaming
a-
spoilers.
If there's like a post and it's like, oh, I saw Deadpool 2 and this happened, and it's just like, okay, if you don't want to know what happened, then when you see I saw Deadpool 2, you stop reading
Yep.
and scroll.
Yep.
You know, like
I do it.
I went to go see it. I went with fucking Zorio on like a Friday morning. And the night before I was at This Week Sucks, I got real fucked up. I was real shitty the next morning. And we go in, and there's a lady. She's like 40 years old taking tickets. Way too old. That should have been the first thing that was like, there's something that's off about this lady.
Yeah.
You know? And I hand her my tickets, and she goes, well, good morning. And I was like, it's an all right morning. And she goes, what makes you say that? I was like, I drank a lot last night. And she goes, well, the next time you drink, make sure not to drink and drive. And like lifts her arm up. She's like, I was in an accident 9 years ago, and my brain doesn't function right because I decided to drink. It just total PSA'd me. Then I don't drink and drive anyway. But
you
like
don't have
after,
a license or a car.
Because you don't drive.
I don't have the option to drink and drive. So like,
You totally would if you did.
no, I had a license for
I
like
met your mom.
I had a license for like 12 years, and I never drank and drive.
Really?
Yeah. I
Then how'd you lose it?
I lost it because inspection is a thing in New York, and I got 6 tickets in 4 days. And that's
right.
what it is. And I let them lapse because my mom's like, I'll take care of it because you don't live here. You're just visiting. And then I was like, what happened? And she goes, oh, my husband died. And I was like, yep, you're good. Don't worry about it.
Oh no.
But we're getting sidetracked.
That's a good excuse for anything though. Like
Yeah.
dead,
I'm using
dead
it.
husband, dead dad, dead whatever.
You know how happy I've been that a bunch of friends have died in the last 2 years? That gets me out of everything.
It does. You're just like I've had a bunch of. There's been a lot of death.
Now you have a
So I
reason.
was like, you were late to work, and I was like, well, I saw a Church's Chicken, and it just made me sad, and I couldn't commit. to
Oh
it.
no.
Yeah, right.
Rest in peace.
Rest
bro.
in peace, Bug. I love him.
I love that motherfucker,
Dude.
We saw that guy the last time, like alive together.
Mm-hmm.
There's this local Phoenix comic, and he was honestly, it was like you could have compared him to like kind of like Phoenix's version of Patrice.
Yeah,
You know
fucking
what I
Bug
mean?
was so dope.
Like he was really he was on a different wavelength, and he was real cool and real fun to be around. He was just a big old teddy bear.
Yeah.
But the dude was like 450 pounds. Like you knew he wasn't lasting long.
No,
And
he would get winded walking from his seat to the stage when he was sitting like
he
right
would.
up
He'd
front.
get
Oh,
on stage
man.
and be like, "God damn, white people, how y'all take these steps like this?" And so Boogie was just this fucking big teddy bear pillow black guy, and he
Dude, when you hugged him, it felt like you were hugging a Tempur-Pedic.
It
Like,
did.
Yeah.
It felt like you were hugging a Tempur-Pedic person.
Aw.
Anyway, so him and Rob are at like this show I'm doing. I was
We're
like,
at Monkey Pants.
It was a Thursday at Pants. Kristen wasn't there. He asked me to run the show. He had some bullshit going on.
It was the first date with my soon-to-be wife.
yeah.
Oh shit.
First date with Rob's soon-to-be now ex-wife.
Dude, Bug did the best thing because I walk
This is-
over
yeah.
and I introduced Bug. And he goes, I go, hey, Bug, I want you to meet someone. And he goes, wait, how'd y'all meet? And I was like, Tinder. And like he knows my history, and I'm shitty with the girl, you know? And
Yeah, you are.
and I go, this is Bug. And I was like, his real name's Marcus. And I go to introduce the soon-to-be ex-wife, you know? And
Yeah.
she goes, hi, and he goes, I don't want to know your name. I'll learn it if you're still around in 2 weeks. I love it. And then fucking 4 days later, he died.
Wait. Oh, I wish you wouldn't have said that.
You said it at first. You said
I did.
that-
This is the last time we saw him alive, and so that happens, and they're both trying to get spots, and I'm like, all right, I'll put you both up.
No,
But
I
they
wasn't
got-
trying to get a spot at all because
Yeah,
I
you
don't like
were.
performing in front of
Yeah,
a girl
you
if it's the
were.
first date. No, I literally
You
told you.
were.
I literally told you. I'm
You
meeting her
told me.
here because she lives a block away, and I'm not on tonight. But that fucking dude fucking got all weird for 1 minute into a set, and he left. So fucking Bill came over and was like, "Hey, do you want to close it out?" And I was like, "All right."
So I put Boog up, and I put Rob up because they were just sitting around. And when I put Boog up, I brought him up, and I brought him up before I brought Rob up. And I go, give it up for your next comedian because he's probably not going to make it much longer. Marcus Boog Williams.
Oh
Yeah.
shit.
And I like dim mocked him in that moment, and he died 4 days later
He
of
did.
bronchitis.
That's
He
right.
fucking. I go to fucking Grand Avenue to get an open mic in. And
Bill is Satan.
everybody's just fucking
Dim mock
standing
that son
around
of a
sad. And I'm like, what's going on, man?
I feel so
And they're
bad.
like, Boog just
Sorry,
died.
everybody.
And I was like, holy shit. And I thought about that. And I was like, motherfucker.
I'm so sorry.
Oh
I
man,
dim mocked somebody.
You did.
this is a vortex to hell.
I mean, it is. Welcome to my
You
fucking
Final
vortex to hell,
Destination,
also known as Meat Sweats
Jesus
podcast.
Christ.
It's the vortex to hell podcast.
Yeah.
Yep.
Please only say nice things about me from now on.
Nope.
This is the last time you guys are going to see me, guys.
So every once in a while, I haven't put the dim mock on you, Robbie. I wouldn't do that to you.
I appreciate it.
Hey,
I mean,
Bill.
I don't need to do it.
Do you need-
Yeah, I'm
to
going to do it to
yourself.
myself. I literally
do
have
you
like
need
2
me to
more
do
weeks
anything,
before I'm
Bill?
out.
Do you
Yeah.
need anything from me?
I
Can
mean, you can go get them cabinets all finished up. in there,
Okay,
big
yeah,
boy.
absolutely.
Wait,
Let
those
me-
aren't finished?
Let me
No,
make
the
sure.
cabinets are finished. They still need handles on them.
Yeah,
Handles.
obviously.
Need to get some handles going. But they do have the really fancy, like I can throw it as hard as I can. I try to kill those things every time I close them. And then they have those little catchers on them that slowly.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, that's how you
softly-
break things, Bill.
I don't actually do that.
That's how you break
I'm
things.
not
You
one of those
should do that.
assholes.
I'm
Like
go-
you
I'm
ever
going to
meet,
go do it in a few minutes. when
you
I
ever
grab a
meet one of
beer.
those assholes that gets like the phone that is like the unbreakable phone.
And they start bending it and like fucking.
well, and then they'll hand it to you and be like, "Go ahead, throw it. Go ahead, throw it. It'll be fine."
yeah, you're in
be
the
like,
worst position because
"Oh,
if
yeah?
you do break it, they're going to be so pissed
no,
off
I
at
always
you.
break it.
Do you?
I always
Good.
break it.
Fuck 'em.
I wind up and throw it like I'm fucking some major league pitcher that I don't have a reference for. Who's
Randy
the-
Johnson.
No, I don't like Randy. I don't like the Rocket because he killed birds.
Oh, okay.
He killed a
He did
bird.
not do it on
and-
purpose.
And you should
He
like
killed
him more
more
for
birds.
that.
Dude, he won the World Series for the fucking Diamondbacks. And do you know, it pisses me off so much because it's such a fucked up. It was fucking 2001.
Yeah.
Fucking 9/11 just happened. He's going against the Yankees. We
Yeah.
won the fucking World Series, and we can't even brag about it because we seem like fucking assholes. Like, well, New York really needed it.
You know
And it's
what-
like, what? Fuck you.
You needed a sports title? No, you needed better homeland
Yeah,
security.
you needed more air traffic control.
right.
I
Like
d-
you
I
needed
just,
you needed
like-
to not be involved in a massive plot to, I don't know, do things.
I started
Conspiracy
a very, I
theories.
started a very firm fuck New York policy during that time period.
Did you really?
It wasn't taken on too
You're
very
like,
well.
I lived in
People-
rural America my whole life. We've had the goddamn American flag on all of our vehicles ever since I was a young buck.
You can go to any shop and pick up a flag where I'm from.
Dude, I really had way too much fun with that Southern character.
Dude,
I was
that thing
doing
last night. Or can I show you something? I love it, man.
So last night we at Evangelista's.
Yeah.
Our, shout out to Nathan Evangelista. We're
Shout
gonna have-
out. Always
we're
puts the
gonna-
best parties on, man.
He
the
he
best.
throws like he's the best host in the world. Like if I was half the host Nathan Evangelista was, Meat Sweats would actually have meat available for my guests, and it never
be
does.
some
It only
sweaty
has
meat.
bead weird. I can't talk. I almost said weir and bead.
Weird bead.
Weed and beer.
Weed and beer. That's
Which is
all we
perfectly
offer.
fine.
That's all we offer. at
It's
Meat
the best
Sweats.
things to have, actually.
That's all we offer. We don't have any other. We don't even have water right now. Goddamn it!
Nope.
You can't even poop without having to flush your poop with a bucket.
Bucket poops.
Bucket poops.
But fucking Evangelista's party, that brisket was fucking amazing.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
got so fucking drunk and high.
Very
Fucking-
drunk and high.
He
And
starts doing this Arkansas accent. He just starts mocking like Josh Graves at first, but then it becomes like a whole bit where he's just a completely different person.
just completely different human being. And I was watching these nature documentaries with Josh,
Yeah.
and I'd just be like, "Dang old Joshua, like what's going on here? Look at this murder chicken. You got this thing, and it's like running. At first, it can fly, and then it can run around and murder things with its face and feet. Like, I mean, that's a velociraptor, isn't it? And just like having so much fun, like just talking shit over it. Like I felt like you ever seen when Snoop Dogg does that?
Yeah.
Snoop Dogg, there's the video of Snoop Dogg talking over and he's like talking about the meerkats.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Damn, we gotta run away from this motherfucker right now." There were these. There was this.
It was so good what he was doing last night. And then like we started talking about evolution because like something about the dinosaurs came up, and then he goes, I was like, but you don't believe in evolution. He's like, no, this is the New South. We do believe in evolution. We think God put his magic powers on things to make them better. And he goes, we don't believe in gay marriage still. But
Well, I heard that Arkansas Billy was also not a racist, which is confusing to me because North Dakota Bill, on the
Definitely
other
a
hand,
racist. We've seen from the pit bull
Definitely
the fucking
has some
thesis you
issues.
gave us earlier.
I mean, I love everybody.
Dude, he comes up to me because fucking Nathan, always being the showman and great host that he has, had a live karaoke DJ.
Oh my God.
Jesus.
There, it was so much
It
fucking
was
fun.
insane. By the end of it was just for Nate.
Yeah.
It was just for
Nate
Nate
and Frank
to just
Wacker.
sing.
God, that's awesome.
They
So-
were just singing to each other.
Bill comes to me and he goes, I'm gonna do the Arkansas anthem, and I'm like, what's
No,
that?
I didn't say that.
No, what'd you say?
I said I'm gonna do the state love song in the state of Arkansas.
Yeah, and then he does Kid Rock's "Ba with the Ba." And no lie, Josh Grave, who's from Arkansas, sat next to me and fucking rapped every fucking word to it without missing a beat.
I mean, I can do it in my regular voice, but doing it with the accent and the karaoke was kind of fast.
Yeah.
I was just, and then he says "ba" with the "ba" way too many times.
He started commenting on, I'm not going to say that again. He's already said it 4 times.
Yeah, that song pretty much is just ba with a ba. That's
It's
it.
so much with the bang to bang diggy diggy.
Yeah, and,
Diggy said the boogie said
and then the
shut
verses
the
are all about super gangster stuff. It's almost like he was like, I'm going to write a gangster rap song. And then it's like, so what do you want to do for the hook? And he's like, I don't know, just throw some shit in there. Like,
Just I want a ba with the ba with it. All right, anybody need a beer?
yes.
I don't need a beer.
Yeah, because you're no drinks.
I'm still not drinking, so that's perfect. It's funny because I come
It's
on
no
this,
drink June.
it's no drink June. I come on this podcast about once a month and talk about what new health stuff that I'm doing, and then I come back to the next episode and I'm a giant fat piece of shit
Yeah,
again. So
you're literally just like, I decided against all that. I like drinking beer a lot. Can I tell you guys that? Fucking
you like being fucked up?
yeah, the last 2 years I've just gotten to a point where I'm like, let's get fucked up and see what happens. It's
Yeah.
gonna get weird.
Yeah.
I do really like
you're
getting.
not hurting anybody.
I'm with you. I like getting fucked up a lot too. And I definitely piss my potential down my leg.
Yeah, me
like,
too.
There was this big. Someone made this big post. Who was it? Was it Mason?
Mason.
Pipes.
That's the last big post. That I
Yeah,
saw.
Pipes put.
See,
this,
I've been off the internet, so I'm missing out on all the
So,
fucking big
so there's
shit.
this big post about like not coming in and like not knowing what you're talking about or being too fucked up or anything and
Blowing
You sure
your
that was a
spot.
tie?
blowing your spot out. And I mean, I agree with that. Like, you shouldn't blow your spot out like
should
that.
be a professional.
Be a professional. And like, if someone's booking you in to do something, or even on an open mic, like you should be trying to get better.
Yeah.
And I'm definitely guilty of like just getting frustrated and just being like, you know what, fuck it. I'm just getting hammered, and I'm gonna go up and be an asshole. And I've definitely done that a lot. Like,
See, dude, if it's a paid show, I'm always on my. I'll have 3 or 4 beers before I get on, but I'm
Yeah.
always on my game. But open mics, I go up there with like barely a premise. And then once that's done, I just start riffing and kind of being a dickhead.
Yeah.
And I don't even know what I'm doing. I think it's because I hate myself so much. I'm like, why can't you guys hate me as much as I hate me?
exactly. I mean, that's kind of the thing that I have too, where it's just like it's self-sabotage after a certain point.
Yep.
And it sucks, you know, because it's like I'm just bored with it. You know, I'm just bored with what I'm doing, and that's why I'm doing that.
Yeah, well, I was telling Matt the same thing where I was like, I need to focus on other areas of my life and not. And then someone's like, hey, don't forget you're on my show tonight. And I'm like, fuck it, I'll go. And then I'll have like a great set. And then I'm like, fuck everything else. And like I get excited about it, but it wanes.
It does.
you know?
It goes up and down. Like, you would just be like super excited about doing. Like, I mean, when I write something good, I'm really excited to go up and like I have this story I've been working on, and I'm really excited to go up and do it. This is the
Love that about you.
This is the glitch happiest podcast that we've ever done. We're back again, and we were talking when we cut.
By the way, it's not your fault.
No, I know
every
it's not.
podcast I've ever been on, shits like this happen. I've done 11 podcasts with
Mercury
Kevin
and-
Elliott, and it never fucking. They've never seen the light of day.
If it's a Mercury in retrograde.
That's what it is.
If Ronnie D was here, that's exactly what she would say. Shout out to the D.
I say it's because we're in
Shout out to the
Bill's
fucking D. She's
demon
amazing.
vortex.
The D is amazing. She's a beautiful person.
Shout
and
out to the D.
We need to have her back on the sweat.
She's a fucking killer comic.
Oh my God! And it's like, I mean, we were talking about like, you know, it's like about self-sabotaging and all that stuff, and talking about like, you know, how when you have such a raucous set, it's like the only thing that matters, and like she's like a person where you watch her just like she has a rough go of things and then she goes on stage and just murders from it. Like, you know, it's like when that's the only thing that makes you feel good in your life and you like make that. We were talking about it in the last episode with Ollie. It's just, I mean, it sucks that you ride your happiness on it, but at the same time, God damn it, it feels good.
Yeah, it does. Fucking, and Ronnie's the fucking weirdest when it comes to that because she'll be like, I don't even know why I do this. I'm not that great. And then she'll just go out and fucking murder. And then she'll come out and be like, yeah, what'd you think? I didn't think it was that great. And I was like, what are you talking about? That show's fucking amazing.
The other night, she had this line that just like, I'm not going to say it because I don't want to like take
you don't want to step on our joke.
But it's just, it's so good. Like, I died. I cried.
I
cried laughing. It was just, I mean, and you know, like, I live to do that myself, you know?
Yeah.
Like, because it's just like when that happens and you just like, I love making myself laugh on stage, like because it's real when I do.
Yeah, me too.
Some people
and
like
it barely fucking happens. Like with me, there's rarely a time, even when I'm riffing, that I'm surprised by something. But when it happens, I'm just like, oh fuck, and I laugh.
It's so fun.
Yeah, and I'm like, fuck
it's
yeah.
so fun to say something like just in the moment and just perfect, and it just like hits everybody. And,
oh yeah, that surprise reaction too, that you didn't expect one thing, and then all of a sudden everybody likes it. You're like, oh my God, I said something funny. Everybody likes me right now.
Oh my God. You just pull your phone out and start blogging about it. Tonight was the best.
Fuck yeah.
I hadn't done it. I hadn't hit a mic in like a week.
I'm not even basic enough. I'm so basic. I don't even blog. I never ever contributed to a blog of anybody's, not even my own.
See, me neither, but I'm trying.
Good for you.
There was a
Do you want to be a part of a blogger? Do you want to be a blogger, Rob?
You want to start a blogosphere?
I do not want to start a blog at all. I fucking hate blogs and bloggers, and I hope you all get cancer.
When I first started doing comedy, I set up like this fucking Tumblr so I could like track my like just for my own stuff. I didn't tell anybody about it. It was just kind of my own thing, so I could write about like what was happening in comedy, and it slowly just turned into me being really drunk and just posting like sad shit. Like, I never used it for comedy. Like the first thing is like I just did comedy for the third time, you know, like fucking da-da-da-da-da. And then everything else is like look at my tattoo, or it's like what the fuck is wrong with the world? Da-da-da-da, like all sad and drunk.
That's so good.
I literally started one of the posts off by going, guess who's drunk again? Just fucking
This is weekly article, Drunk Thoughts.
I've started a new thing on Instagram where I'm just like facing the camera at myself and going live on Instagram as I walk home from various places.
I got a notification from you one time that said like Bill is going live, and I was like, the fuck, really? And I was just like, I'm not gonna look at it, but like I wanted to. I was just in the middle of something.
Those are my I'm walking home drunk lately. Like last night was the first time I did it walking home drunk. The first Instagram live I deleted because it was so stupid. I was really high on my way to a show, and it was like right in the height of Red for Ed. And like my mom and dad are both teachers, and so I'm like,
I'm so disappointed that you deleted this video.
Oh, it's so bad. It was so disjointed, and I just didn't make any goddamn sense in it whatsoever. And it was like because I was like driving,
but you know
you
had
safe. You know, and
you were passionate, Bill. You had passion.
I was just mad about things.
You had vigor
because it sucks.
You had vigor.
It sucks that
you were in the moment.
They won't let teachers
now.
protest, but at the same time, teachers. I mean, fuck, you knew what you were getting into when you signed up.
Right?
You know?
Nobody's ever been confused and been like, being a teacher pays a lot. Like, no one's ever like, you know what I want to do? I want to make a ton of money being a teacher.
Yeah, I want to go hang out with a bunch of 6-year-olds and make six figures. Like, that's not the way it works, motherfucker. Like, yeah, you should get enough to live.
But shouldn't it be the way it works? Shouldn't you make $100,000 to be a teacher?
Not to hang out with 6-year-olds.
Yeah, not if you're teaching somebody their ABCs. Yeah. Like if you're teaching fucking calculus or like somebody how to be a doctor, make fucking 6 figures.
Listen, if they fuck up on ABCs, here.
Don't get me wrong. I have a very close friend of mine, ex-girlfriend type thing.
Yeah.
That she's a English lit teacher.
Yeah.
And for like high school students, and I think she should make money. She's one of the fucking smartest chicks I know.
Right.
She like I'll talk about something and she'll fucking.
I believe that wholeheartedly.
She'll start fucking quoting books and stuff like, oh, if you like that, you should read this.
Wholeheartedly believe that.
She makes like nothing.
Here's the thing too.
Or even if you're like a 6th grade science teacher, like you're you know like if you know what I mean, like
here's the thing. One of my kids has had some learning problems. Super smart fucking kid.
Yeah.
But they were in cult school like back in the day.
Yeah, and that fucked it all up.
He didn't
by the
learn.
way.
Yeah, you got to drink.
You
He didn't
gotta
learn.
drink,
He
you
didn't
Oh,
learn.
because you mentioned Colt?
He didn't learn to like do like some phonics shit correctly.
Really?
And it fucked with his school for about 5 to 6 years after
can he
that, where
talk
he's just
okay?
now. Yeah, he talks fine.
Talks fine.
But like as far as like reading,
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
reading,
Like he associates sounds to the wrong, like
he
letter
just
combination.
something got fucked up in his teaching there that it fucked him up for 6 years.
Well, because the vowel sound for A, that ah sound,
Yeah.
is considered evil where you're from.
Absolutely.
So they wouldn't teach that, and
Absolutely.
it makes it hard to read.
That's where
or
Satan would
rude,
come
as
from.
they would say in your
Satan
thing.
would come from weed or that.
Yep.
But no, the other thing too is though, if you pay teachers, if you make a teacher's $100,000 salary, like all the shitty teachers are going to start going away because they're going to get fucking fired because there's going to be people who show up to teach.
You make it competitive.
There's going
all
to
the,
be people.
all the what are they called when fucking fucked up when your regular teacher's not there? The
Substitutes.
Substitute. All the substitute teachers are just gonna be like, fuck, we're all out of work now.
Yeah.
Because I've met like 9 substitute teachers, and they're all fucking degenerate dirtbags.
No, I've never met a good sub.
They'll go back to being managers of McDonald's.
Even the substitute teacher, like we had this old dude who was a substitute teacher at my high school. He's super old.
they were all fucking garbage people.
Oh, this guy was so garbage. This is how garbage this guy was. He took the front seat of his car out so his dog had a better spot to sit, and he made his wife sit in the back seat.
Okay, till you got to the wife part, I was like, that's awesome.
That's how
amazing.
garbage this motherfucker was.
It makes you think, who'd he fuck more?
Probably the dog.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, probably the dog.
Dude,
At least
substitute-
jerked it off, you know.
Substitute teachers are like, I half expect them to come from like temp agencies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Like
exactly
it's like,
what
no,
you're getting.
yesterday I was answering phones at a Kinko's.
Today I'm giving
fucking
kids a
teaching
crossword
English.
puzzle with English term like definitions.
Yeah.
We're going to watch a video.
Right? Oh. I
It's
did
like,
watch,
is that all they taught you in substitute teacher school? Is
Well,
that
you
to
have
turn
learn
on
how
a
to press
fucking
play.
VHS?
Yeah.
I did watch Super Troopers in 9th grade because we had a sub one day.
See,
in art
dirtbag.
class.
The dirtbag, yeah. I had a teacher get in trouble in high school for showing us Contact.
The movie Contact?
Yeah.
Was he an astrology teacher?
No, it was a
Or
physics
astronomy?
class. It was
Oh,
physics.
actually, that works.
Yeah.
I mean, that
And
definitely
he was in
works.
love. He was in love with Jodie Foster.
That's why, because the whole time he's just going, look how hot she
Yeah.
is.
jerking off in the back.
but like somebody
That's
fucking
another
complained.
situation where a
Yep.
dude was jerking off behind Matt and he had no idea.
He picked a fit. He put a tiny fence up and started jerking off behind it.
Men,
He had a cigarette.
men
He
have
was just spouting
been
random shit about Jodie Foster.
men have been jerking off behind me for years, and I just haven't never
doesn't even
known.
notice.
No one's ever
Never
fucking told me.
knows.
That's how I know you guys are my friends because you're now telling me that
We'll
men are
point it
jerking
out
off.
from here
you,
on out.
better, you better be looking out behind you.
Dude, when we go to the
I've-
movie,
yeah.
Bill's going to sit behind you on
God
purpose.
damn
you
it.
ever hear
We're
the
gonna test
soft
you.
sounds of a fap? You know somebody's behind you. It's just in your DNA now, Matt.
Man,
Fucking jerk off with popcorn butter.
Oh, that sounds gritty.
sounds
yeah.
delicious.
There's always salt in it.
Yeah, it is. They add salt.
They do add salt to the popcorn butter. They ain't fucking around. They're trying to deliver in one fell swoop.
They want to
Just
make
everything you
it's
need.
true. They want to make you thirsty, so you buy a fucking drink,
Exactly. So you buy a big
a
ass
$9 drink.
Then you fucking get up like 3 times during the movie. Then you got to come back and watch the movie again because
Yep.
you missed a bunch of it. And then you do the same fucking thing over again. You
Mm-hmm.
get caught in this weird Truman Show fucking loop, and then you die.
Fucking capitalism.
Goddamn capitalism.
Remember the good old
Trump.
days? Remember the good old days where you'd go to one movie and then just stay at the movie theater all day long and never pay to see another movie again?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
dude.
called thievery.
Absolutely.
You were
That-
just
that was
you were
definitely
just someone
called
young
theft.
doing thievery.
Absolutely.
I did it
Definitely
all the
called
time. Don't get me
theft.
wrong.
Oh,
I'm
man.
not judging.
I used to go see
I don't
4 or
judge
5
you.
movies in a day.
Me too.
Yeah.
And I would plan it out. Like you would look at a schedule now as an adult for a movie and go, "Oh, we should go see this one at 5:30." I would be like, "If we get there at 11:30, we can see this, and then at 1:30 there's this. That means there's only 10 minutes where we have to figure out something to do, and then at 4:30 there's this. So we should go get food and try to get back in." Like I would fucking plan that shit out.
Absolutely. That's why I love you, Rob.
I know. That's why I love you too.
Yeah.
You're just such a seasoned degenerate.
I am, dude. I'm thinking about
That's Rob's first comedy special, like album cover, seasoned degenerate.
I'm calling it King of Trash Mountain, and it's gonna be me sitting on a little throne made out of fucking cigarette packs and and beer cans on the top of like the
I
dump.
like that idea.
That's beautiful.
There was this I was at there's a shout out to this place. It's called
Shout out.
It's called Just Blaze.
Just Blaze.
It's
Just
off
Blaze.
Camelback.
You just said Camel Black, you racist.
This motherfucker. Jesus Christ.
You're not even hiding it anymore.
Bill, we probably have like one black listener, and you're scaring him away.
Sorry, Darrell.
It's a her. Our black listener is Trajan Duckley.
Trajan, I apologize for Bill.
I'm sorry, Trey.
Yeah, Trajan.
Anyway, so this place on Camelback Road.
We can run the tape back if you don't think you said Camel
I
Black.
definitely did, and it was a slip of the tongue.
Freudian slip.
A little
of the tongue.
Freudian slip.
You were thinking about all that.
Dolphin
How
slip
dare
of the
you?
tongue.
You were
How
thinking
dare
about
you?
all that hating you needed to go out and do later.
Don't need to do any hating. I do enough of it on myself.
So
okay?
we were talking about Camelback.
Anyway, there's this place on Camelback called Just Blaze. It's
Just
off
Blaze?
Like, it's
Just
off
Blaze?
Like Camelback and like 16th-ish Street, 20th Street maybe.
So, like, right down the
road. Yeah, it's right down the road. It's like a smoke shop
And a
then
graffiti shop.
and
I
it's
used
also
to-
a graffiti shop.
I used to pick up a bunch of graffiti supplies.
And
there.
then in the back, they have this whole fucking like art gallery set up, and
Yeah.
then they have like a patio, and on the patio they have people like out there doing art and stuff at night, and it's just it's fantastic.
Sounds beautiful.
And they did like a mic there one night,
Yeah.
and that's where I bought. Did you see the rubber bong?
Oh, yeah.
Yes, that's where I bought. I named it. We named it the other day. That is Blade.
Oh.
Yeah, because Wesley Pipes was too fucking like
Fragile?
no, just like
Taken?
overused of
Yeah,
of a piece name, and it's black, and it's like
You said it's
stealthy.
rubber?
It's rubber.
And it can walk during the daylight?
It definitely can operate in the daylight. Silicon
Fucking
based.
hates vampires.
Yeah.
Definitely hates vampires
And taxes.
and taxes. I got it tax
Wesley,
free.
we see you.
They gave me a deal on it. They gave me a discount.
Because you performed?
Yeah.
Yeah. I love that shit.
Which was dope. Like that was the coolest thing ever. Like if you give me a deal on a new piece because I did comedy, then that means I made it in my mind.
No shit.
For one of the Bud's Glass Joy anniversary shows, I was a head shop too, actually like a block from here. And they also sold cigarettes, and it was the only place.
I'm on the anniversary. I have a thing where I'm on for the anniversary
Yeah.
of Bud's Glass Joint, and I didn't go.
Dude, that's the one you slept through.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fucking, I was on one time, and I felt I had an alright set, and then I go inside, and I'm gonna buy a pack of smokes. They sell smokes there, and the chick
Yeah.
goes, "You were great, just take them." And I was like, "Fuck yeah!" And I was like,
That's
"This
awesome.
made my life." Like I feel like I'm not gonna kill myself tonight.
Anytime somebody
yeah.
gives me something for telling jokes, it makes me feel so happy.
It's
Yeah.
the greatest thing ever.
Like I had a guy give me $20 once.
that still
That
crushes
like he
me.
gave me the $20
tip.
handshake.
Yeah,
Yeah, the
that's
secret drug
killer.
handshake.
And I was like, no, you don't have to do it. He's just fucking take it. I was like, oh, thank you so much.
No, that's all you got to do in that situation. It's just a thank you so much, sir.
Having a guy buy you a drink.
Yeah,
That's such
dude.
a
I
good
feel like
feeling.
Having a guy blow you in the parking lot.
Oh, so good.
Talk about the anal sex afterwards. Am I right?
Oh.
Oh wait, is
Poop
that not
dick.
your guys' experience?
No,
God
I usually just cover his mouth and we call it even.
He gets protein. I get a load off. It's fair trade.
I just learned weird things in this cult. That's all. I'm just trying to acclimate to the real world.
You'll figure yourself out. Don't worry.
I mean,
You're like a guy that doesn't know
you're
the
with
language,
the
but
you're
tries
with
to
the
speak it
closest
anyway.
thing. You're with the closest thing other than yourself in Phoenix comedy that could start a cult, and that's Rob Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, because I feel like Rob
I've been
could
wanting to
start
for a
cult.
while.
I really feel like you could, and it would just be a cult of all the chicks that you fucked, and just like all of them hate, but
They
not
all hate
like
me.
Yeah, exactly. It's like just
I don't get
a
it.
cult
They
of
love
all
me.
of them hating you.
Like any serious thing, it's like, oh, fucking they like me a lot, and then all of a sudden they just fucking hate me. And and I can feel it coming, and then I'll be like, hey, we good? And they're like, yeah, why would we not be good? And then like a day later, it's like, never fucking talk to me again. I'm like, didn't think we were good.
Like I felt this one coming.
Saw
I
the
gotta pay
writing
for
on
my
the
own
wall.
lift.
The writing on the wall. I can read ancient Hebrew because that's what these bitches write on my wall when they're about to start going satanic on me.
I know.
Is this
well, it's because I
is
love
this
Jewish
an,
girls.
Is this an anti-Semite thing now?
No!
too, Bill?
Yeah, please don't get
Jesus
anti-Semitic. I
fucking
love Jewish
Christ.
girls.
God damn. You came after the blacks and now the Jews?
Dude, you have a
I love
checklist
Jewish
over there?
women. I love Jewish women.
Next you're
Okay.
going to say something disparaging about the Latino folk.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't have anything bad to say about the Latinos. I mean, I told you how much I love my elote, man.
I did.
Yeah.
I did hear that, and that gave me some hope until that whole Jew comment just came in.
I didn't mean to. I wasn't trying to be disparaging.
Guys, meat sweats is not inherently racist.
No,
it's just
the views
one
and
half
opinions
racist.
expressed by Bill Laskowski are the views and opinions of Bill Laskowski only.
Not endorsed by Meat Sweats Incorporated.
Or
There
Rob
is no
Maebe-
Meat Sweats Incorporated, Matt. You haven't.
They don't know
fucking-
this. They
you
don't know
haven't
this.
formed the LLC
or Rob
yet.
Maebe LLC. I also do not.
There's a
support the-
Rob Maebe LLC.
Trust me,
I
I'm
really
forming.
hope there's not. I hope
There
you
is.
didn't spend the $50 to incorporate that
$35.
business.
What are you talking about?
Is it 35? Look at that. It's
I
a
had to
new
cons-
age where you can incorporate for cheap.
I was told you fucking LegalZoom would do it, but I was told when I started fucking getting road work and shit, the best way to do it is to do the LLC.
I mean, it is because then you don't have to claim that money on you, and
Yeah.
you don't fucking.
Well, I'm going to create one for us just so that I don't get held liable for your bullshit racism.
You're already being held liable for his bullshit racism.
No, I am.
I don't even associate you guys as two separate people anymore. As soon as he started getting racist, I was like, I can't believe Matt's racist.
God
it's fucked
damn
up.
it.
He is.
Now I'm going to have to kill you, Bill. See what you've created.
Good luck.
I know it's going to be hard. Like
God's
that's why.
tried
That's
for
why I haven't
years.
done it yet.
I would like to
'cause
see you
it'd be
guys
really
as a
difficult.
combination of a man that have
we would
two
kill
legs,
things.
torso, and then split so it's one body over here and one body over here, and then you guys just argue and be racist together.
Oh man. God, that would
I
that
just
would be
had
a lot of
snot come out
fun.
of my nose for
That would be a lot
everybody
of fun.
that's
I saw that.
audio
I would have to be
only.
racist
That was
first,
impressive.
but since I'm not, and since I've never said any racist shit on this podcast,
Yeah,
I
but
don't-
your life
I
mate
don't
is.
think.
Oh, you've never said racist things in this podcast.
I wish you
ever?
could just start playing clips
Kidding?
right now.
Oh my god, I have the tapes.
I have them queued up.
I have them. I have your Watergate tapes, motherfucker.
Oh,
God damn, I'm gonna treat you like Richard Nixon.
I mean, that was all, of course, encouraged by Bill. I'm sure
you
anything
were
I
trying to
said.
fit in.
I was
You still had
being-
that cult mentality
No,
where you're like,
I
I'll
was
say whatever
being-
you want me to say.
I was still
actually-
chameleoning.
When we started this podcast, I was a progressive. And then
know,
I had to
I
hang
remember,
out with
that's
Matt.
when we were friends.
It's when we liked each other. We listened to the same music.
And then
stuff.
Matt came about?
And then Matt came and he introduced me to this band called The Dead South. And
yeah.
Just all this shit. And
You know what?
And then he was like, look, man, if you really want to get a good picture, the best light to get that from is a burning cross. Let's put this in your front
I
yard.
know. And he's just, I mean, it's just been atrocious ever since. See how we flipped that on you, fucker?
No, listen. Listen. I had Rob on my side. I didn't expect him to turn so quickly.
I'm on
Yeah,
both
bro,
your sides.
I mean,
But
Rob,
it was beautiful.
Rob can play both sides of the field. He's like God of War.
No, it was great.
You ever see that movie?
The movie?
Lord of War. No.
Lord of War.
Lord of
Yeah.
War.
With Nick Cage.
Oh, yeah,
Nick Cage
yeah.
wasn't
Nick
a
Cage
complete
movies.
fucking maniac in that movie, and that's
He
what
was
I
a
like.
complete maniac.
Jared Leto was a complete maniac in it.
They had they would do these they were doing
Shots
line-
that had bullet fucking.
they were doing lines of cocaine with
Gunpowder mixed in.
gunpowder in them.
Yeah, I saw it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well,
Did
hey,
you see
fuck
it?
you.
Saw the movie.
But do you own it? Did you get it out of a $5
Did you
bin at
did you have a
Walmart?
Blu-ray?
No, I didn't. I don't have it on Blu-ray. I didn't like it that much. I liked it. I was like, oh, this is a Nick Cage movie I like.
Yeah,
And I liked it that much.
It's either one or the other. He's like the fucking.
I mean,
stand-up Scotto.
it's not
one,
Con Air.
1 star or
It's not
5
Con
star.
Air. It's not Con Air.
What are your guys' feelings on
Con Air
Face
is
Off?
Oh, I love it. How do I
Do you
not?
love it because it's so terrible?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, by the way, I was listening to
a
your
great
guys'
idea.
podcast, Getting Caught Up, and I heard that a few, the one with Ollie,
Yeah.
the one with Brian.
Yeah.
You guys were talking about fucking the Karate Kid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're like,
I've
I hope
seen
they-
all of the Karate Kid now, so
Yeah,
I
it's
know
fucking
I've seen
fantastic,
it like 3
right?
times. I love it.
I hear it's
So-
amazing. I haven't watched it.
fuck-
So
fucking
you were
fantastic.
talking about like I hope they know and they're in on the joke. You know, it was written by the guys that wrote Harold and Kumar.
yeah.
See,
and
I
Hot
had
Tub Time Machine.
Okay, so I had no idea like who the writers were.
Pull your mic up.
But they also really loved Karate Kid. So it's like
Yeah.
they make references that are kind of funny, but they're also like there's certain parts where I saw it and I got like teary eyed. Like I was like, oh, it reminds me of being a child.
I mean, they really were just spot on with the way they shot it, they cast it, the way they kind of went in and out of like each of the lives and like each of the mentalities.
They show you the other person's perspective on it.
And you like,
Oh, really?
at the end, you feel so bad for Johnny because he's just like fucked up a kid just the same way he got fucked up, but he meant to do good with it.
Yeah, and you
know?
also see that.
Thanks for ruining the fucking movie.
Oh,
Bill.
no, you have to
Fucking
watch it.
Spoiler alert, you
Spoiler
piece
alert.
of shit.
Hey, it's 6 hours. All right, so watch it. They're shooting a season 2. get caught up
they-
so we can all
they-
watch it together.
They can't
Fuck
not
yeah.
be.
Yeah, I know. It ended so well.
It was such a.
I gotta
it was-
spoil it for you. I mean, it has been out
Honestly,
for a
I'm
fucking month and a half.
keeping-
And we talked about this earlier.
If
you should.
YouTube Red keeps on putting out content like that, like I mean, that's a reason to keep YouTube Red. That
Well, do
and
you-
I've
do you have-
really enjoyed no ads on YouTube.
Well,
Oh
do you
my
have
God.
Spotify?
I don't.
Okay. Do you have any music thing?
No, whether
So-
I use the YouTube Music.
Yeah.
now.
If you use YouTube Red, you get Google Music for free too, and that's just like Spotify.
Exactly.
So it's YouTube Red's a better deal.
It's a really good deal. Like, hey, YouTube Red, we post this thing to YouTube, so we're
us up.
saying your name a lot. We're
Hope
not.
the algorithm doesn't ban us.
They're gonna because they don't like the curse words or the things we've said about minorities in
The
this
racism.
podcast.
They don't like
The
Bill's
things
racism.
we've said, Bill. How dare you?
Do not lump us in.
I've said nothing racist on this episode. All I've done is defend the minorities in this poor neighborhood. How
Just call
dare
them
you?
minorities.
You. Yeah,
You did. You did.
I did.
He doesn't know the real name. He's
Freudian
obviously
slip.
with
He
you on
doesn't
this.
know the real name. He doesn't even know who Donald Glover is.
Fuck you.
What?
I was watching Community since day one.
We made a
didn't-
pop reference earlier.
we
Yeah,
did.
you're right.
I haven't watched Community at all.
Community's fucking fantastic.
I,
the
I
fucking
just don't
shit,
have
man.
cable. I'm sorry.
No, you can get it on Hulu.
Really? I don't have Hulu either.
I will find it and bring it to you
I
on
mean-
a USB drive like some fucking.
No. when one of the roommates gets back, we will have Hulu.
You should watch it. Community is one of the best written fucking shows ever.
It's phenomenal.
I'm excited. I'm excited to see Community.
Dude, they set up one little inside joke over 3 seasons. In the first and second season, they say Beetlejuice at some point, 1 episode each. The third time she says it, Beetlejuice walks by in the background.
That's hilarious.
Over 3 seasons.
I love it. All right, where are we at?
we're still recording, so that's a
still
fucking
recording.
plus.
It's good.
yeah, we're still
It's
going.
still going. It's still going. I can't believe it, guys. It's still going.
No,
The
we're gonna
recording's
jinx
still
this
going.
shit.
Special.
I'm
boy.
not. I'm not because I've been like shaking the mouse. I think that's helping.
Keeping it going, like it's
Just-
not like fucking going to sleep mode for a second.
I mean, I have this thing set up so it's not supposed to do that.
Here's
but,
what.
But I'm a
I
bad
wanna
omen.
do.
I'm a
I mean,
podcast
you are.
omen.
I mean, the
Yeah.
computer screen completely broke today.
That's me.
That's. I mean, it
We
has
came up
to
with this
be.
idea yesterday.
It
I
has to
ruin
be.
every podcast. I've been on 114
So
podcasts.
you-
Only 2 of them made it to the end.
I'm the dim mock of stand-up comedians. Like I can tell. I can predict a stand-up comic's death. You can predict the death of
a podcast. I just have
a
to be on
podcast.
it.
You just have to do
Together
it.
we're unstoppable. We
Matt,
will ruin comedy.
We're only making it 37 episodes, apparently.
Yeah.
I'm assuming that there's going to be a large structure fire at this house soon.
Oh, that you were
And we're
predicting
just
his
gonna-
death.
I thought he was predicting
Yeah.
my death as well.
Oh, if he dies, I'm still doing the podcast. I'll find another fat boy to
Oh yeah.
fill.
Listen,
Nobody will ever fill
anyone,
his shoes.
anyone can sit in this seat, buddy, all right? But not everyone can deal with this piece of shit all the time.
That is
So-
true. You're
I'm
going to
a
ask
giant piece
9
of shit.
fat guys, and they're all going to be like, no, I don't want to be associated with your
Bullshit.
racism.
No.
Be like,
every
remember that time you tried to lynch the black people because
I
your
did
pit bull
not.
didn't like
I
it?
Yeah.
did not
And
try
it was
Like, I
their
can't
fault.
have that.
It was
There
their
was
fault.
No attempt at a lynch.
I'm trying to work
I
on
don't even
Netflix one day,
own-
motherfucker.
Yeah, I
This
don't
is how you're
even-
trying to drag me
I don't
down?
even
We want
own
a
any
career.
rope. I don't even own any goddamn rope, Matt.
Matt's going to go into fucking politics in the future. And then they're going to be like, well, here's a recording where you said you hate black people. He's
Oh
like, well,
my
that wasn't
God.
me. That was Bill. He's like, yeah, but you did not argue with him.
There's one episode I have saved on the computer that I call the dark episode.
It's a dark episode.
and,
That's awesome.
and I
Yeah.
haven't written,
Fuck
I've
yeah.
never done anything
Yeah.
with it. I've maybe listened to it once after the fact.
Did you listen to it?
Oh yeah, it's fucking horrific.
Again, for the record, I don't endorse racism. I'm actually big anti-racism.
No,
Come see me
it's not
perform.
even.
You can
it's
hear
not
about it.
even
But
racism. It's just like kind of our stories, unadulterated, like
Yeah.
the bad shit that's happened to us, like completely just honest and open with one another.
Yeah.
Dude,
And
that's
when I
the
knew I
episode
could
I
fucking-
should have been on.
That's when I knew I could do anything with Matt because I got shit on him.
And yeah.
This motherfucker is like, hey, let's do a podcast together. And he's like, let's do one where we get super serious. And then we do it. And he's like, you're fucking stuck here, motherfucker.
You're
You
never
do
going
anything,
anywhere.
and this one
I
goes
own
out.
He keeps it on a gold thumb drive that's always around his neck. and
no,
whenever
it's
you're
just-
getting out of line at a show, he just pulls it out, and you're like, I'm sorry, sir. Like,
Like, yes, sir, Bill. Yes. Suck your dick again? Okay. Been in this position before.
he's like, Matt, when you get off stage,
really
mention
good
meat
at
sweats.
sucking
And you're like, dude, I promote it all the time. He just pulls the USB drive out, and you're like, okay, I'm sorry. Please
isn't the-
don't.
This This is the first time I've had to suck a dick to keep a secret, Bill.
Right?
He's
The
pretty
only
good
thing you
at
have
it.
on me is the fact that I sucked a dick before.
No.
This circle of sucking dicks is gonna kill me.
Now I know, Matt. So
He's
what are we
just
doing after
so
this podcast?
good at sucking dick. I mean, you should take it out for. You should really try to get something on him that you can blackmail.
I'm working on it, man.
because it's only good when he's being blackmailed.
just
Otherwise, he doesn't really put the vigor into it.
Yeah.
I need
He only
you.
works towards the goal when he has to, is what you're saying.
He's like most of Americans, you know.
I'm
He has to
very
be-
white
he
like
has-
that.
He has to be motivated by something. Like if
Very
you ain't got
white.
the cash, then you better have the blackmail.
Yeah. Which is the only time you've ever talked about blackmails in a positive light, so that's good.
It's true. He got you again, Bill.
Hey, that's one thing. Like, why wouldn't you try to switch that to like something else?
Blackmail to a different thing? Yeah.
Like you're
I
worried
mean-
about the N word. Like there's like black market, blackmail. They're all bad things, and
Yep.
they all say black in them. So maybe you should like try
When
to
you've
get
been
that
blackballed,
connotation away.
that means you can't come back.
Yeah.
It really should be white male. I mean,
Yeah.
it's surely
There's
white
only
folks
white
doing
dudes
it.
that are doing it. Yeah.
Exactly. Exactly. I mean, or it should be white femaled.
Yes.
Like
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Even
Single
better.
white
because
female.
single white
Fuck
female.
women. Am I right?
No, not fuck
Oh,
women.
shit.
Just
No, wait, no.
They're
Oh,
really,
God damn
just
it.
really, really
God
good
damn
at
it.
it. They're really good. I'm just saying, like, if you want to have, if anybody has like dirt on you that they know how to use against you, and it's really hurtful,
Yeah.
then it's normally attached to a vagina.
Yeah, well, the thing is, you never,
Like, they
you
cut
never
you
relinquish
deep.
your secrets to that many people, and the people you do, you're really close with, and the most people you're close with are the people you're having sex with.
Yep.
So, and they fucking most of the time have fucking minds like steel traps.
Ah.
So then when the breakup happens, they mention something that made you real sad when you were 9. They're just like, yeah, that's why your dad missed your first football game, and you're like, what? Oh my god.
My least favorite has always been been the inevitable. Like I was fucking James, and he was way better than you.
Oh yeah.
That's always the worst one. And that, or like hearing that you have a little dick third hand from her. You know what I mean? Like she told someone else you had a little dick, and then eventually,
I don't know that.
like-
I've
you don't
never-
know that?
no.
Oh God, I've had that a couple times.
I've never. So even the girls that fucking hate my guts have always like had nice things to say about my dick to other girls.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, no, I don't know. I don't
That's
know what it is.
nice. Good for you, you lucky bastard.
He's a
Dude,
real
no, they
piece of
say
shit.
horrible things about every other part of me. It's just the fucking dick that they seem
Yeah.
to, you know.
I mean, that's good.
He's a dumpster fire, but man, that dick.
Yeah.
It's a good ass dick.
Okay, so a few years back, 5 years, hooking up with this girl. She came so hard her nose started bleeding.
Oh, Jesus
Yeah,
Christ.
and then 2 days later, she sends me a text. She goes, "Hey, you got a show tonight?" I'm like, "I do." And she's like, "Do you want to hang out afterwards?" And I was like, "Yeah." And she was like, "Okay, cool. I love hanging out with you." And I
Gross.
just sent her the picture because
Rob.
she's like holding it, and I was like, "Of course you do."
Rob,
What's up?
we need to talk about this. This
What?
isn't healthy behavior.
Why?
Hanging out with these ladies. These ladies aren't good for you, sir.
Her nose started bleeding because she was
Jed-
coming. I didn't punch her.
No, her nose started bleeding because she has a cocaine addiction.
No, don't get me wrong. I've dated my fair share of women with cocaine addictions.
I turned to the camera for it.
She knows who I'm talking about. Doesn't make her a bad person. She's fucking amazing. But
I'm sure she is.
but,
Most cokeheads are. They're really good at cleaning.
But the chick that with the nosebleed just I don't know, fucking she had low blood pressure or something.
Just fucking broke something in her brain.
It was great though.
You gave a girl a. Are you trying to say on my podcast that you gave a girl a nosebleed fucking?
Yeah, from an orgasm. She was like coming and her nose just started bleeding. And then the best part is
You ever seen when a power lifter does that?
Yeah.
Rob Maebe's dick is an 800-pound deadlift.
she also shit herself, so that does make sense.
No.
No, she didn't shit herself.
Prolapsed her asshole.
Rob.
No, but that's a different
No,
story.
the best part
Have you
about
ever-
that
have you
whole
ever-
thing is an ex-girlfriend showed up to a show I was on, and I was doing like jokes about relationships, and
Yeah.
she had brought like fucking 30 people. It was at fucking Tosto's. It was one whole long fucking table row. All her
Anytime you
friends.
have a girl that can bring 30 people willing to go to Toso's,
Yeah.
this is not a girl.
This podcast is like 9 different fucking sections.
That's fine. That's fine. It's fine. Mom will be okay with it. Mom will be cool with it. Mom's cool with a lot. She's an easygoing lady.
If you really want a fun experience, play this podcast on shuffle. It's actually an EP.
It is shuffled. It is shuffled. We're back. We're back from smoking and doing other technological things that Bill doesn't really fully understand. I love referring to myself in the third person.
Yeah.
It's weird. Like when I have to, like when I post it, because I post them all, because Matt doesn't do jack shit.
How dare you?
Hey, it's one-sided. It's all right. He puts up with you, and that's the hardest
He
thing.
does. That is the hardest
That
thing.
is the
I might
hardest thing.
actually puke.
I was just thinking about I should have grabbed that beer on the walk
I
in.
haven't eaten anything today. It's just a rough ass day.
I had a Sonic burger.
Good for you.
Yeah, no, it was
Last thing I
surprisingly
ate
good.
from Sonic was a 1/4-pound chili cheese dog, and
That sounds like violence.
oh, it was
Sonic
violence. It was violent. It was toilet violence. Is what it was. It's just a goddamn. It was like a headshot happened in the toilet.
I love their brand of garbage.
Yeah.
They have
just-
a very solid garbage brand.
It tastes like real food sometimes.
Sometimes it's like, oh, there's some real ingredients in here, and yeah, that's some garbage too.
Plus, it's real close to my house, so I'm like, all
That's
right.
perfect.
So where are you at now?
44th Street and Baseline.
44th Street and Baseline. You living with he who must not be
Yeah.
named on this
Oh, yeah.
podcast. He's
Oh,
a
yeah.
fucking Voldemort. I don't condone it.
See, I think, I like I said, I'm going to she's all that him. He's going to be a normal person and be able to fucking tell jokes by the end of our year lease.
Oh my God. No.
Love that
You got a
about you.
lease with him?
No, I'm not on the lease.
You're not
No.
on the lease. You're just
No.
like helping him finish it out.
No, he just signed it. It goes through.
Isn't
next
that
July,
great, though? Like,
but I'm
it's-
there. I could leave if I needed to.
It's
Yeah.
But-
very serendipitous. I got a call from California. Should we answer a call
Yeah,
from
please do.
California?
Fuck yeah.
Let's see.
Speaker it.
Hello?
Put it on speaker.
Yeah. Just sitting there with all the water in it? Is the belt attached on the bottom? Because it didn't do that before.
You're listening to Washing Machine Repair School.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm sorry.
Always the firm businessman Bill stands his ground.
He wants his money back.
It did work just fine the last time we ran it, and then we moved it out of the house underneath the overhang, and I hadn't run it since, but it worked just fine when we had it here.
Were you washing bricks?
I mean, I'll give you your $50 back.
Give that to me.
I mean, I do apologize, but yeah,
Go Arkansas Billy.
I would like that back. Yeah, because I'll fix it.
They're just like, the washing machine don't work. Can you give me my money back? But I get to
I
keep
can't.
the
I can't
washing
come
machine?"
get it.
And comes back with a body on it.
Yeah. He comes back with a body.
The return policy is you return the washing machine, and you
Like
get
I said,
$50
it
back.
worked the last time I used it, and it worked just fine, and it was real good. Okay. Okay, it sounds good. Yep. Yeah, the
$50?
washing machine that was sold for $50, they're bringing it back.
$50. If he used it once, it's worth it.
He said it just filled it up with water. I was like, why ain't you checking that belt, dog? Like,
Yeah.
you bought a $50 washing machine. There's a belt on it. Like, go check that motherfucker. What else is it doing? Come on.
Now it's a washing tub.
You're supposed to be goddamn Craigslist fucking value menunaire
How long ago did you sell that?
just today.
Oh, okay. Okay. I understand. It's the same day return policy. I thought it would have been like a week.
Nah, dude. I mean, like, you call me out, and if I like, Kristen had this fucking washer.
Did he
and
ask you if you wanted it back?
Yeah.
Of
and I
course
said-
you're going to take it back, because if not, maybe it works and he's just trying to get us $50
That's
back.
what I thought too. Like, yeah, you're gonna have to bring that motherfucker back if you want to give it back.
This ain't Amazon, bitch. Return the
You got to return that. I don't believe
It's
you
not like
that
I
it
have a
got
surplus
lost in the
of
mail. I
washers.
loaded that shit in your fucking truck.
Right? It worked when it left the house.
It really did. I mean, I don't know. I never saw it work, but
I'm pretty
I
sure we have
sold
video
that
evidence
shit like
of you
it worked.
saying you saw it work.
that's
We
how
have
that
evidence
goes.
of you saying it. You saw it worked, and we have evidence of you saying that you lied. and you made a fraud. Was this a man of color that you made this fraudulent
It
transaction
probably was
with?
because you have no respect for them.
No, I mean he is a man of color, but his color is just burnt white.
Oh, you did this to another white man?
Yeah.
God, you're worse.
They're
going to
kick you out of the club if they find out
I
about
don't
that.
give a fuck. They can kick me out of their dumb club. I don't want to be a part of it.
Oh man, do you remember the Craigslist guy's name?
No.
Was it Billy Bob? How's his hair look?
I think he was bald. He
Is he
looked
taller-
like
is he taller
like
than
you.
me? Is
He looked
taller
like you, but like a couple more years of sadness have happened to him.
You think I could take him in a fight though? Because we could get a washing machine.
he had a
keep
brother. The brother was big and dumb looking and looked like he didn't make it out of 9th grade.
Okay,
You know,
that's
like-
always something you have to worry about.
Yeah. Yeah, the big dumb brother. He looked like he was straight from Deliverance. Like,
And never made it out of 9th grade. And 10th grade's where you learn how to hurt. So like he's probably unstoppable.
yep. He's just a big old 9th grader. You ever seen the show Recess? He was that big
Yes.
fat kid from Recess.
Oh,
but
Mikey.
he had a mean streak
Did
instead
he
of
read?
like a nice
He
streak.
didn't read poems.
He didn't read poems. He read like slasher novels.
I can't believe you just said, "Have you ever seen Recess?" It's one of my favorite cartoons.
I
of
mean,
all time.
Recess is pretty dope. Shout out to Recess
Shout
and
out to
TJ
Recess.
Detweiler
Yeah.
and the gang.
You guys are so young.
You didn't watch
young boys.
Recess.
Are you
Was-
older than us?
Yeah, he is.
How old are you?
35.
When?
Look at.
just
Did you
turned
see how soft he said
Yeah,
that?
so
I don't
you're
even
older than
think
me by
that
what, like 3
registered
months?
on the
35.
goddamn.
Oh, are you? What are you?
I'll be
30?
35 in August.
Okay, yeah. Well, you,
I don't think that
I didn't. I
registered.
never watched Recess.
I just had a stunted growth, so I
Oh,
still watch
okay.
child cartoons into my like 15, 16.
I was forced.
still-
I was forced to be
still
a
love
man
them.
at 12. So
Yeah. Well, that's what happens in your secret society. They're just like,
Actually, I want to call that guy back right now and be like, "Hey, man, remember how we talked about how the little thing needs to be pushed down? Are you pushing the
Call him
pressure
back.
switch down?" I'm calling this motherfucker
grab a
back
beer. We
right
should've-
now on the
put
air.
it on
God damn
speakerphone.
it.
Put it on speakerphone.
put it on
No,
speakerphone.
I'm
be
not
quiet.
putting it on speakerphone because you guys are fucking dickheads. You're gonna
quiet.
say-
I
We
won't
can
say a
ca-
word.
we can to
Say
catch a
stuff.
predator his voice.
And then this fucking guy isn't gonna buy into it. He's not gonna believe my bullshit.
All right, we'll be quiet. Put it on speakerphone so that the listeners can hear it. Also, Bill, you need a beer?
No, I'm good.
No, I'm good. Thanks.
All right.
Hello?
Hi, this is Bill. We just spoke about the washing machine.
Yeah, Bill.
All right, so you remember, like, I was talking about how the little depressor needs, like, the pressure switch needs to be pushed down for the lid?
Yeah.
Are you making sure that that's pushed down when it's not running? Like, the agitators, if you're pushing down on that, does the agitator move?
No, I've got it. I've got that screw in there that you gave me.
Well, try just taking it out and then, like, take the lid off and push down in there with something a little, like, just try to push that pressure switch down.
How far down does it, I've got it. I think I've got it down. It feels like it's down all the way as far as it can go.
Go further.
Nothing's happening.
Even when you, like, remember how you can kind of reach your hand in there in between the drum? If you push it down that way, does that work? I just wonder if it's just that pressure switch.
No, I'm pushing it down here, clicking.
It's just clicking,
Clicking. It's activating,
but it's not moving the agitator.
50.
Yeah.
All right, then, yeah, it's...
Still not doing nothing.
Then I don't know what it is. I was just trying to make sure, like, just see, you know?
Oh, no, I understand. Yeah, I was thinking that myself. So I was like, oh, maybe I didn't do that, put that screw in there right. But I think I did because it's pushed all the way down and I can hear it click.
And when it clicks, it just still doesn't do nothing.
Nope.
Well, that sucks, man. I'm real sorry.
$25.
I said, that sucks, and I'm real sorry.
Okay. All right. Well, I appreciate it. Let me see if I can get this water out of here somehow. Get a hose maybe inside.
Yeah, I would say just try to get a hose and connect it into that one of those water lines and just take it off.
Use a bucket.
Or use a bucket.
Like the bathrooms here. Like,
Okay. All right. All right. Thanks, man.
Yep.
When brother comes over, we'll be seeing you.
All right, thanks.
All right. Thanks.
Right. Well,
No.
God damn it, motherfucking son of a bitch!
We'll be seeing you.
We'll be seeing you sounds like a threat,
it's
right?
a very ominous.
What are they
final
gonna
last
do? What are
words.
they gonna do? They're gonna get mad. I'm gonna give them their $50 back. They put the fucking washing machine back.
They're gonna 9th grade punch you.
If they try to punch me, I swear to God, I'm gonna go straight Krav Maga on them and just like kill them with the fury of 1,000 dead Jews.
Bill's been waiting for someone to cross him. Like it's been a minute.
I tried to kill Franz Ferdinand. Like I really tried to get that guy to fight me. He kissed me.
Yeah, which
Franz
is the opposite
Ferdinand
of what you
kissed
wanted.
me. Yeah, I mean, it was weird.
Dude, two fucking nights ago at a 7-Eleven by my house, I fucking knocked a fucking guy's ice cream sandwich out of his hand.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Why?
It was still closed because I'm not a total asshole. I was just the fucking guy behind the counter. He always tries to be funny. You dropped your pocket. He'd always say that shit. And it was just getting on my nerves. And he was being a fucking dick. And then the guy was like, "What's taking so long?" And he had an ice cream. I just fucking knocked it out of his hand. I was like, "That's what's taking so long." And he didn't do anything, but I was hoping he would because like I haven't.
You
fought
sure you
anyone
just didn't
fucking-
do this to Tommy Z?
No, if I did it to Tommy Z, it wouldn't even register because I do shit like that to him all the time. Because I love him. Yeah,
What you do when you love someone.
that's what my dad taught me.
We've all found out now why Rob Mabe's relationships don't work.
Yeah, because the relationship with my dad never worked. Not to get Freudian on you, but
No, we're bringing it
I just
back
got
to
to meet the chick
Freud.
that'll punch me as much as he does.
Ooh, that's a lot.
Yeah, right.
That's a lot. That bitch is gonna be a Golden Gloves champion.
I already had that. Remember,
Nah, she wasn't a champion.
she was a 5-0
She
amateur
smoked too
MMA
much.
fighter.
She
Yeah, she
smoked
did.
too
She
much to
smoked
be
a
a
lot.
champion. She had less fake teeth than you did too, so she wasn't a real grinder.
Right? Got a lot of fake teeth. All my front ones kicked out.
Good old Rob Mabe is our favorite degenerate.
So good.
Favorite
So good at
degenerate
it.
we've
Total
ever
garbage
had
person.
on the podcast.
But lovable, I feel like.
Oh yeah, no, very
So
very
lovable.
lovable. You're more lovable with the specs on. Now you just look too intense. When you put the glasses on, it just
I'll do that for
softens
you.
you. Yeah,
The headphones
no,
weren't making them hurt. But
No, it looks better.
Yeah.
You
Now
look,
I can see
you
you
look
guys.
dignified.
You look like a
cook-
doctor now.
Like you
Thank
cook
you.
real high grade meth.
Yeah. Well,
Just the finest of all glass.
wait till I shave this to a goatee.
Oh God.
Oh yeah.
Just straight up
And a
like
wispy
young
one at that.
young Bryan Cranston.
I'm gonna pull this out and cut it so it's only 9 hairs. So
Oh,
it looks like it's
no.
my first day growing it.
Please.
It's the
no.
look I'm going for.
All right.
Get a 311
so
tattoo.
We've got like an hour 30. It's just I'm satiated.
I'm good.
We need to meet up with Mr. Subcheck, who
Yeah, what up?
has-
Shout out Sarah
he-
Subcheck.
He's now the new ghost, the ghost of Meat Sweats
No
podcast
shit,
because
dude.
we talk about him a lot.
We've
and
almost
he-
had him on so many times too. Like
hasn't
we never
ever been on?
We never
You
wanted
want-
you on.
We wanted Eric.
We wanted
Yeah,
Eric.
everybody
okay?
does.
And we thought by getting you on here, we'd get Eric on here. But it
you're
didn't
not
fucking
supposed to
work.
tell him.
God damn. I'm sorry, Rob.
That's
I'm
all right.
sorry,
You're
You're
Rob.
not supposed
get
to
it.
tell him, Matt.
I used to be a bigger subject draw. It's gotten weaker in recent times.
Where
but
can
we're
our
gonna go see
loyal
a movie.
listeners where can our loyal listeners and people follow you?
At Rob Maebe on Twitter, at rob.maybe on Instagram, or just go to robmaybe.com. Maybe spelled Maebe.
Because he's woke.
Woke
Yeah.
as fuck.
He's so woke. He doesn't fuck with Y's.
No,
He
'cause I
uses
never
E's,
questioned anything.
Maybe, maybe not.
Y'all motherfuckers
Maebe.
are silly.
It's Maebe.
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 Like the
Follow
girl from
Rob.
Arrested Development.
He's a beautiful human, and he, he's gonna go someday too. Hopefully, not very soon.
It will be soon. Okay, before we end this,
Nah,
let's
I
just
mean-
talk about my suicide plans.
Oh, good. Oh,
And
true.
I told him, I was like, I have a plan. I'm going to throw a party.
This-
before
I
it
thought- I
happens.
just thought he
And
was
then
just
he was
reaching
like,
out.
He was like, I'll fucking, I would go to that. And I was like, I would like to do it amongst friends, but no, my friends will try to stop me. And he just looks at me and he goes, I wouldn't.
I mean, if he wants to go, I'll let him go.
It's getting there. We're getting close, guys. But before that, I'm gonna put out some recording.
I
of
feel like
the
I'd
shit
be
I do on
doing the
stage.
world a service.
Listen, I want to be there to give you one last hug.
All right, give me away like the saddest bride ever. I'm just marrying death.
Can I walk you down the aisle of death?
Yeah.
Just I walk you down the aisle and close you in the room to whatever you decide to do to take yourself out.
Dude, I'm just gonna go swimming. We're all gonna have cocktails all night at a party, and then I'm gonna have a Michael Jackson / Prince cocktail to like end it off, and then I'm gonna go swimming and just fucking take a nap in the deep end.
You're gonna make someone drain that pool. You're a real piece of shit.
Oh, it's
Yeah,
gonna be a
you know
bad
they
pool
gotta
to start with.
drain-
It's
No.
gonna need to be drained.
Oh, really?
They're gonna be surprised
That's
that
good.
it's gonna be a public pool.
That's
We're doing
good.
it at a public pool.
Oh no,
you
I
can't
support
do that.
that.
You're gonna horrify some child.
No, it's gonna be at night after it's closed. Maryville, they don't really lock the gates.
Wow. I mean that, and they're not keeping. Well, maybe Maryville's got barbed wire on pools.
They got barbed wires on schools, but no barbed wires on pools.
Well, the homeless do need a place to bathe.
Yeah, I don't think they actually have a public pool anymore.
That's sad.
That's
Yep.
probably for the best.
All right, so thank you everybody for watching.
Thanks for having me.
This
This show's
is
super fun.
this has been a beautifully fucked up episode.
It's been really weird. I apologize to anybody who may or may not be offended for things I've said when I talk directly about you.
Listen,
You know.
I just want to make clear that there's only one racist on this podcast.
It's Bill.
And it's Bill.
Yeah,
It's Rocco.
yeah. No, you're right. It's Rocco.
It's Rocco. I'm not the racist.
He just raised one.
I just try to justify my dog's racism. Thanks, guys. We love you. Thanks for listening or watching, whatever you're doing.
Or both.
All
Matt's
of it.
ready to leave, so
I'm not ready
see
to
ya.
leave. I'm not going anywhere. God damn it.